Good
Straighten out
morning.
your papers, bud.
Yeah, I know. That was like Anchorman stuff right there. What's good?
Hey, guys.
How you guys feeling?
So good.
We're back. Welcome back.
Oh, Aaron is back. Welcome back, Aaron.
Feeling 27.
His birthday hiatus.
Nice.
One week.
How was it, Aaron?
How's
It's
a
kinda
week of
nice.
27?
It was kind of nice. We had I celebrated more last weekend with a couple roommates. Marcus Miles came through, had that little 3-night stay and shit I think we talked about before. And then we had a Halloween costume party at my house this weekend. Hell of a party, dude. Hey.
Hey, I love Halloween.
You guys didn't come. You guys were doing couple shit, but dude, we did it up, dude. We bought tarps, props, smoke machines, everything, like monster noises. It was worth coming to. It was a good time. We had a good amount of people there, a lot of good turnout. Marcus Miles ended up coming through. A lot of people were at the desert this weekend, but no, it was a good time. I enjoyed it. Feeling 27, I guess, right?
There you go.
That's what's up. Like an adult, finally.
No,
You're in your late
No?
20s.
no, I partied my ass off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what adults hold, then yeah, but I partied pretty hard, dude.
I think they do that stuff, but they just have kids. Like they
They
do
as
that
if
at like
it's not
birthday
us.
parties and stuff.
They, as in, I'm 27, no girlfriend, so no kid coming soon.
There it is. Boom. Hey, Travis, what'd you do? Anything cool?
In Valley Center, they had this kind of drive-through kind of trick-or-treat thing, which was really neat. It was like a lot of first responders and just random people all kind of set up booths
Nice.
for people to like drive through like this big long line, and they handed out candy to the kids. Me and Olivia brought them, and they had a grand old time. They got full buckets of candy. The guy who has a Batmobile
Did you have
was
to
there.
dress up to drive
Oh,
through?
yeah.
Were you
I
dressed
wasn't
up?
dressed up.
You weren't dressed up?
No, the kids were though, and it was awesome. It was so cool that they did all that, and we're very thankful because
What they dress up as?
Matthew, the younger one, was dressed up as Spider-Man, and then Christopher, the older one, was dressed up as a necromancer.
What does that mean?
It's I don't know, some guy, demon guy. Something.
Really?
Not mad about it, as long as it's scary.
Yeah,
That's
of
weird.
course. And then I dressed up as Elsa, and
I
then
saw
Olivia dressed up.
So you
as,
did dress up. That's why I asked.
You didn't? Oh, me? I thought we were talking
Yeah,
about the
I
kids.
asked
No,
you.
I dressed up as Elsa, and Olivia dressed
That's
up as.
Oh, I did see that picture.
Yes.
What am I saying?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
And Olivia was one of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus.
She did good. They
You
nailed
guys
that.
didn't do a couple costume. I kind of respect that.
Yeah,
I don't always love those. Did you do anything? Did you dress up, Dan?
Yeah, I did. I wore the same shit I wore last year because I didn't have time to
Oh,
get
you're
something.
exciting.
But essentially, Gabby not behind my back, but like it's just
Without telling you.
Typical Gabby
It's like,
fashion,
hey,
that
this is
I
what
mean?
we're doing. This is what we're doing. You know, I'm like, all right. So we went to like a speakeasy, which is like essentially all the craze in San Diego right now. There are these hidden bars where it's supposed to be like from the Prohibition era, where there's like these hidden bars. You know, that's really what it is. Have you know what I'm talking about or no?
Talk about.
I've heard it, I guess, but that's cool, I guess.
So like this was
I
that.
feel like downtown would be a shit show, right? Was downtown not a shit show, Chris?
That's where I was at.
It was busy. I just kind of stood in, but yeah.
That's a good decision.
I want to tell you about this place though, real quick. So like, it was this shop, and when you roll in, you know, you open the doors, and it just has a bunch of whiskey bottles everywhere, and they're like priced out from $50 to like $3,000, like really expensive whiskey, and that's all. You know, there's nobody in there really, and then there's these 2 chairs set up on a platform, and then they have you like when it's your turn to go in, like for your reservation or whatever, you sit on the chairs, and then the wall kind of turns, and then on the back side, like, you know, it's like a hidden wall feature. It turns around, and then there's a huge bar in the back, and there was hundreds of people there. It was nuts. You get what I'm saying? So it looks like a little freaking whiskey store, just real small, like about this size of the studio, and then you turn around, it's a massive bar. It's crazy. So that's what we did, and I was a fireman, which I was last year, and I just threw on the old helmet and put some eye black on and called it a day, you know?
I don't know where firefighters wear eye black,
I was
but
saying the same.
I know.
you do your own thing, Dano. You're the firefighter.
Gabby's like, put some eye black on. I said, all right, cool. Anyways, that was that. Nothing. Our lives aren't that exciting, but we should talk about sports, which are probably more exciting, huh?
Oh, that is our specialty.
Should we do the rundown quick or
Run
not?
the rundown. Let me get to it.
Go ahead, Aaron. Do it. Oh, there she is.
Just hit play.
There we go.
Oh,
Shit.
Now you press the arrow keys on the.
boom.
There you go.
Nice.
Shoot.
All right, rundown. We got it. We talked about our week. Going with the carousel, we're going to go relatively quickly through the carousel and not spend an hour and 15 on it this time. Trade deadline, couple moves that happen, a couple that we want to see happen. And then we're going to go with Travis's power rankings, and we're going to do our picks, talk about last week's picks on how we did, how we didn't do. And then we're going to go into my MVP race, and then we're going to finish it up touch on the MLB. The MLB, we're just going to kind of run through. I'm just going to talk about the award nominees. And then NBA, if we have some time, we'll talk about it. And then we have some juegos. First one we're going to do is the famous Daniel. Does he know the jersey number?
Yeah, so stay tuned till the end because
Love
this
that.
one's
That
always
is
a blast.
that is literally my favorite game. And then Daniel got us.
The
with
last
some
time
facts.
we played, I'm 1-0, undefeated in our
Yeah,
last
since
time
the
we
last
played.
That's the last one, but that
But
was
the previous
also,
5 times we played.
1 touchdown, 0 turnovers. Boom.
All right, good for you, bud.
All right.
Let's get into that carousel, Dan or Aaron.
Ooh, Aaron's
You're on the
quick.
board today. Aaron's on the keyboard.
Now press escape.
Scape.
And then do what you were doing and do it
Oh,
again.
got
There
it.
you Go.
Run it, got it.
Is this week 8? This is week 8.
This is week 8. So the Thursday night game, I'll start with that one. That was the Falcons-Panthers. This was actually a really good game to watch. The Falcons didn't blow a lead. That's basically what I got from it. Matt Ryan looked pretty good. It was a division game. Hard pick with the Panthers looking so well. But McCaffrey is going to come back next week. But good for the Falcons. It was actually a really fun Thursday night game to watch.
Travis, go ahead, brother.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say the Falcons kind of seem to have turned the ship a little bit since they let Dan Quinn go.
That's a good point.
They kind of Julio Jones is playing better. Matt Ryan is playing better. They're not necessarily throwing in the towel as a lot of people might think.
They're a lot better team. I've talked just to stay on this. Garrett is a huge Falcons fan, Georgia and everything like that. And he was right. I golfed with him on Sunday, and he's like, this team damn well could be 5-2.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd be talking about them being contenders. But with the little mishaps similar to what the Chargers are feeling like right now, too. But let's go to the next game. Travis, what's your thoughts
Well,
on
I got some opinion, too.
Daniel's got to go on this one.
Just real brief with it, too.
Yeah, I
Like
thought
you
we were trying
said,
to be
like,
brief.
shot of, well, I know, but we all want to be brief and touch. It was the factor of Quinn. Sometimes you get a little boost of energy, new personnel, new coach in play, probably an interim guy. But, yeah, I think the Falcons had severely underperformed, and now they're right in the ship, like you guys said. Next one, we got the Titans Bengals. Is that the one we were going to do next?
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
Okay.
I'll go with that one. Start off the Titans. I kind of saw this coming. I know, like we thought last week when we were talking about it, that they thought they were just going to run through them with their rush defense. Derrick Henry, now we are 16-1 when he rushes for over 100 yards. He had 27 yards with 1 touchdown. Looked fantastic. Why we stayed away from it is beyond me. But our defense is the story of this game. Continually, secondary looks fucking atrocious. Our corners, absolutely amazingly bad. Jonathan Joseph from the Texans is getting way more playing time than he should. We just need to do some of the secondary. My all-pro safety, Kevin Byard, looks like ass. Like, it's a shit show. And our pass rush, which with the Bengals we're missing 3 starting O-line. We had 2 pressures, 0 sacks, 0 knockdowns.
That's crazy.
That is absolutely unacceptable, and I think not hiring a defensive coordinator is biting the Titans in the ass. And in my opinion, this 0-2 last 2 games is a wake-up call. It better be anyway.
Yeah, I think, Aaron's obviously the person that's more intelligent on the Titans, of course. I think it was a tad fluky. I think the Titans were just kind of coasting that one, thinking probably looking ahead to their next game, which is against the Bears, which is obviously a better team. Maybe you just got caught sleeping. Joe Burrow looks like a great rookie, man. I think he's going to be a good quarterback for years to come. Titans are clearly a better team, and it was just one of those fluky losses, which sucks. But, that was that.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as that. The Titans are, one of these juggernaut teams that just had a down week. They kind of have a little bit of an emotional letdown losing to Pittsburgh, and instead of bouncing back, I think they let it lull a little bit. Plus the Bengals, Joe Burrow's real, man. He's only getting better every single week. He's a legit contender for Rookie of the Year. I think he'll probably win it, either him or Herbert.
Second behind Herbs.
Yeah, and
That race is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
for years to come too. Shit, that'd be a cool little thing. And even Tua starting up this week, but yeah,
We'll get
kind of
into
a
that
surprising game. So we'll go on to the next one. The Vikings beating the Packers 28-22 in Green Bay, right?
What a shocker.
I thought it was just this is another big upset, too. There's a few upsets this week. This is up there. The Vikings we've always said it, that they're a better team that they showed. Dalvin Cook had 4 touchdowns on this day. He looked outstanding.
Came back from the injury.
And it also felt like it exposed Green Bay's rush defense a little bit. Their defense has been relatively solid, but their rush defense was always suspect. Looked really bad. I think getting rid of their middle linebacker, Blake Martinez last year was a terrible decision. It's biting him in the ass. Aaron Rodgers looked okay. Kept finding Devontae Adams. But outside of Adams, give me somebody.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I took from that. Vikings are a better team, kind of like the Falcons. You know, they're a better team than their record shows, but this was an upset for sure.
I just think it was a lot, just like how we've talked about in the past. It's a divisional game. You know, so you never know what's going to happen. And on top of that, I feel like this game wasn't as close as the score might say. I feel like the Vikings were spanking them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they were.
Green Bay
They came
got
back at the
themselves back
end.
in it, but still 28-22 is pretty shocking, especially since Green Bay looked so hot the first handful of weeks.
Yeah, I think, testament to the Packers should have drafted a receiver and given Aaron Rodgers some help. We talked about that for a while. All of a sudden it looked good that, he's doing fine. He's making these no-name receivers look good. Well, obviously not, bro. You lost to the Vikings, who have a win, or now 2 wins, right, on the season, which that's a bad loss for the Packers. It is. Next one, we got the Chiefs at Jets. Chiefs did exactly what you would have thought they would do to the Jets. They beat them handedly, 35-9. I think the spread was like 14.5 points. They exceeded that. So if you bet on that, you took a W on that. But nothing special. I mean, P. Mahomes had an efficient 4 tutties.
5.
Apologies. 5 was 1 a rushing.
No, one was
All
one of those
passing.
stupid like reversals.
Little
where he
shove,
just
and he did
shoved-
a little
Oh, yes.
underhand little one to Kelsey.
They
or
always
something.
get one of them. Shout out, I got Kelsey.
He is famous for it.
5 tutties, bro. What a good game by Mahomes. Very efficient, but like no surprises here, right?
Not at all. This is easy. You said it, hit on Ned. You kind of expect this to happen. This is one of the non-surprises of the week, I guess.
I just hope Sam Darnold finds his way out of that team without like his career being ruined.
I don't know
While
who's
being a
on
starter.
there. I don't, like Avery Williamson just left too. He just got traded because he was on the Titans too. Good for him. He went from an 0-7 Jets to a 7-0 Steelers.
That's fire.
That guy's on cloud 9.
That's so legit. He put a thing on Instagram. Did you see that?
Yeah, it
He's
was
like
great.
hitchhiking. All right, nothing much to say about that one. Next one, we got the Colts at Lions. Bro, Phillip Rivers is 4-2 since joining the Colts.
5-2.
5-2, apologies. Great offensive line, decent run game. Jonathan Taylor's a little nicked up, but they got Naheem Hines and they got Jordan Wilkins or Wilkinson.
Wilkes.
Is it? I'm pretty sure it's Wilkins or Wilkinson.
Whatever.
Wilkins. Anyways, yeah, good for Phil, man. He looks like he was carrying a dog shit team and made him marginal for years on the Chargers, and now he has a really good team around him. I still think he's on his way out, but hopefully he can make some noise in the playoffs this year, and that'd be cool. I don't know.
I think he's the exact veteran that the Colts thought they were getting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a veteran presence. You put good players around him. He produces, and he has good players around him. He has a good defense, and he's producing. I projected them to be the number 2 team in the AFC South. Right now, they're tied for the top. You know what I mean? Right with the Titans at 5-2. They're a scary team. No one wants to play the Colts right now. Their defense is hot. Yeah, they gave up 21 points, but give me a break. You know, I put up 41. I was on playing defense for fucking half the game.
The Lions-
Plus,
more than half the
holding
game.
Matt Stafford to 21 is really pretty
Yeah,
decent.
The Lions
too.
have always had a good offense.
Yeah.
And
DeAndre Swift looks good, too.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift, Adrian Peterson's out there playing well too in year 45.
I don't know
Yeah.
about well, but he's
I
playing.
mean, for as old as he is, I
he's
think
playing.
well.
Yeah. He's out there doing something. He's into rush. He's playing.
Well, I mean, the Colts putting up 41-21 against the Lions.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they're like legit. Like I kind of
Yeah.
been very skeptical because I don't think Phil's
Very
is good, and I've always thought like, yeah, their defense was number 1 for the longest time in the league this year as far as yards given up. It's just I'm not a huge Phil guy. I know as a Charger fan that sounds funny, but like I've watched in the last handful of years, like that guy's not.
Bro, since week 3, though, he's done nothing but just absolutely light it up.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you
he-
could throw him. If the week started in week 3, he would be right up there in MVP conversation. And, like, that's from, by the way, like, I think that's very much a testament to having a great O-line and a good run game. So let's not get it twisted. But
That's
he,
a good
he has
Colts
put
team.
up.
It's a good Colts.
It
team.
is, and that's it, So, like, good for you, Phil. Found something great. Colts are getting good ROI, return on investment as well. So that's great. Next game. Next game, we got the matchup of the week, in my opinion, here. You got the Steelers at the Ravens. Steelers went ahead and won 28-24. Lamar Jackson had a few turnovers early. The Steelers are still undefeated, man. They have a great run game, great defense. In a lot of people's opinion, the best overall team. I think so as of right now as well. Your guys' thoughts?
I was going to say the same thing. I mean, overall team. They have a great front seven. They have a solid secondary. They have great back end safeties. They have a good running game. They have great wide receivers. They have above average offensive line, and they got their quarterback back.
Facts.
Like they don't have any like glaring
weakness.
holes.
They have 3 really, really good receivers too.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
mean, Jesus.
There's-
Chase Claypool, Deontay, and Juju.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a good little tandem.
They're a very stacked team, and I think that they're going to do very well for the
James
rest of
Conner.
the regular
James
season.
Conner's running back.
And I think they're going to go far in the playoffs. So big fan of them.
This
Sucks to
was-
see the Ravens kind of shit the bed though. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they don't seem the same this year. Do you guys feel like they're significantly different? Because I kind of do.
The reason that this is the difference is Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has not played an MVP season by no means. I remember I put him in my last week. I didn't do too much research. That was on me. He is not in this race.
As of now, for sure.
I saw a stat that Lamar Jackson against the Steelers, I think the last 3 games or 4 games, I'm not sure, but he has 5 interceptions and 5 fumbles. 2 of the interceptions
In the last 3 games?
Last 3 games against the Steelers alone, dog.
That's firm.
And then the last 2 interceptions that he threw were pick sixes against the Steelers. So those are significant turnovers, literally leading to points, and it's not even your defense and try. The fact that it was 28-24, that's why I don't think the Ravens fell off as much that they think you guys are trying to make it out to be, I guess. Or I didn't say you were making it out to be, but I don't think they fell off that much, honestly. Because, like, Lamar is still a threat. His completion percentage is taking a fat hit right now. I think he's been, like, has hit below 50 a couple weeks in the last, like, 3 or 4. Not looking good at all. Big Ben has looked really good. Not great, not amazing. MVP candidate. He's close, but the Steelers are just so complete team. I mean, I said it when they were playing the Titans that, like, this is such a really complete team. The front 7 is super scary. They're all healthy.
Yeah, I know.
That's huge.
That helps.
Big Ben is healthy.
Very well coached, bro. I mean, Mike Tomlin, fire.
He just passed Tony Dungy for the most wins as a black head coach. Huge feat.
Yeah, good for him.
This is a great Steelers team, and they are scary. They're the number 1 team. I had them last week. They have continued to be. But the Ravens didn't take that big a hit. It was kind of like the Titans last week when they lost. They don't take a big dip, especially when you only lose by 4 to the number 1 team.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, one of his tight ends got hurt, right? And he's very a tight end reliant guy. Weren't they hurt like week 3 or 4?
Mark Andrews is his main guy, and then he's got a number 2 guy who
They always run like that double tight end.
They had Hayden Hurst, who just left for Atlanta. I don't know who they have now.
All right, well, I just think that he's 33 games in, which very small sample size. He's already won an MVP. Like, we can't be too harsh on him. But with that being said, on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, yeah, these NFL teams have more game tape on you, bro. They understand, let me load the box and make you throw outside the numbers, and you just simply cannot do that yet, unfortunately. I love you. You won an MVP in year 2. That's really good. But I think it's a small sample size for him so he can get better, but it's a big enough sample size to the point of these NFL teams have tape, and they're like, okay, you can't hit a curveball. So
I know you're not jumping ship, though. I know you're not just because Lamar is too explosive as an athlete, as a playmaker. And guess what? We've seen it that he's made these plays, not in the playoffs, though, which is super concerning. Nick Wright had a very good documented thing he said on Twitter with some statistics, especially against Pittsburgh specifically that I mentioned before, but also playoff teams. In the playoffs, not doing too well. I don't want to say he's a regular season quarterback MVP, but like, I'm too small of a sample size, like you said. But
it's food for thought, and like, again, still never came back from over 10 points yet. Still, like, we're waiting on that as well. I just think he's like a dude that has to be ahead, bro, and rely on that run game a little bit. And again, you lost to the Steelers, bro. What? Everyone's lost to the Steelers all year. So just things to think about. He needs to adjust and hit a curveball, for a good metaphor. Like, learn how to hit the curveball, because that's what they're throwing you right now. Next game, we got the Rams at Dolphins. Dolphins, in Tua's debut, went ahead and surprised the Rams. Let me give you a crazy stat just to tee you guys up. Dolphins win 28-17, okay? The Rams had 326 more offensive yards than the Dolphins, bro. And they lost handedly to the
88-yard punt return will do that, and also a fumble return for a touchdown, and I think they had an interception for a touchdown. I think that will about do that for you.
Exactly.
It's so funny how one team can dominate a game, but it takes just 4 or 5 plays to just completely swing the pendulum. What's the word? The spendulum?
Pendulum, yeah.
Is it pendulum?
Yeah.
Okay, pendulum.
Dude, that hits me round head in college at Palomar. Austin Early's father, if you guys know who Austin Early is, was my head coach, was his dad, and Joe Early, and then the offense coordinator is his uncle, Dan Early. I know his family really well. Amazing coaches. Anyways, Joe Early, what he said is what you just said. There are 4 to 6 plays in a football game that determine the game. 4 to 6. That's it. There's only 4 to 6 plays in a football game that determine the game.
But it's so funny when you think about that. I mean, usually those plays, it kind of correlates with other stats, like whoever wins the turnover battle, right?
Yeah,
Throw
that's
three interceptions. Those 2 of those 3, or all 3 of those interceptions, could be 3 of those 5 plays, right?
Yeah,
A
facts.
fumble, and those are usually turnovers, or like an 80-yard bomb, or a punt return, or a kick return. It's these things that are so seldomly done that when they do happen, it just swings everything. And that's what happened in this game. The Rams were just racking up yards like nothing. But I watched a lot of this game, and Jared Goff
It was the only product on the
Yeah,
the
that's all we
10 a.m.
had.
games.
Yeah,
That
that's
sucked.
bullshit. I don't know why that was that.
The
Jared
Steelers
Goff
and the Ravens, by the way, was going on at the same time. What were they thinking? Anyways, Trav,
I
sorry.
just was going to say, the Jared Goff looked really bad.
Really bad.
Like
really bad.
Like there was so
Just
there-
atrocious.
I think he
bro.
threw 2 interceptions, but there was like 3 dropped ones, and like I think all 3 of them should have
Exactly.
been taken back
And,
to the
and a lot of
house.
those were in the red zone too.
Sack fumbles.
Yeah,
fumbles
just,
too.
he was bad.
Dude, he was so bad. He's holding on to the ball too long, like you said. Dropped a lot of end zone picks. He was rough, man. He was rough.
But hey, good to see Tua get his first win. Looks like these 3 rookie quarterbacks.
Even
so
after
far.
Aaron Donald was absolutely
Yeah,
a
just
monster
lost
again.
him.
Aaron was after his ass, and
Did-
I mean, Tua didn't throw for 100
He
yards.
didn't do
so
anything,
fuck me.
yeah.
Don't tell me.
Yeah,
They-
no,
but
no,
hey,
we're not
you go there
impressed.
and win the game.
I'm not
Quarterback,
impressed.
good for you.
Let's keep going through these games.
Yeah,
guys.
no, we got to go quicker. Patriots at Bills. Bills not snuck one. I think they should have won potentially, but Cam Newton now on the hot seat. Bills won 24-21. Thoughts on that one?
Dude, it's a shit show in Patriots.
Yeah,
Being
fact.
a Patriots fan right now, Cam having that fumble. I mean, this is again a divisional game. It's gonna be close, but man, the Patriots are not looking good. The shit's on fire, and guess what? I fucking love it,
Real quick,
Fuck
where
the
did the
Patriots.
Patriots finish in that division?
Third.
dude. I think they finished third. Yeah,
Well,
the
remember,
Jets. The Jets are last.
Remember, I had them. Remember when I said at the beginning of the year, I think the Patriots are going to suck ass? And then the first 2 weeks they were 2-0, and you guys were all giving me a hard time about it. Like, it looks like the
Yes.
Patriots are good. I'm like, no, 4 straight
Nah,
losses.
fam. Short-term memory for me.
This is the first
When it
time.
comes to my house.
This is the first time I
good.
think in New England Bill Belichick has had 4 straight losses.
I love it. I love
Four
every bit of it.
straights?
I love every bit of it.
Bro, that is nuts.
Mhm.
Are we
Makes
good on
my
that
heart
game,
happy.
though?
I'm good on it.
Josh Allen didn't do that good. That was a bad game overall. Next game was the Raiders at Browns. Super weird game. I feel, Baker Mayfield coming off the back of 5 touchdowns last game. Everyone thought, okay, he's legitimate. He deserved that number 1 overall pick. Not so much in this game, bro. People thought without Odell, he's going to be
I
much
knew you
better.
were gonna be happy about him doing shitty. I know you're a Baker hater.
I'm not a Baker hater.
I am a Baker hater. You mispicked that.
I know both you guys.
I'm not a fan. I think that he has way too much talent. Again, good O line. They shored up everything. He's got good receivers. Even without Odell, he still has good receivers. And you lost to the Raiders, bro, and managed to put up 6 points. That's absolutely on you. Your defense held strong. That's pretty good defensive showing, and you came up short, bro. I don't know what to say. Aaron?
These are two weird ass teams. The
They are
Raiders
really
and the Browns are
Because
very
the Browns are 5-3. Like, they're still good.
Yeah, I know they are.
Isn't that
weird. And I
weird?
think the Raiders are 5-2 right now,
the
right?
Raiders are 4-3.
Still
5-3.
good.
They had a bye, so they have 1 less game. I think they're 4-3.
Let me
5-3. Look it up.
double
they
check.
got 5. And guess what? They're weird, but they look pretty good, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The game. I mean, they just beat the Browns that were 5-2 going into this game.
Yep.
They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a great win. Weird 16
4-3.
points.
And they beat the Saints.
4-3.
Yeah.
4-3.
I remember that's why this game was so important.
That's
to me.
why this is that's a weird. But the Raiders are they're a team to
Well, what
not
about
necessarily
what,
fear.
They're not a
but,
circle
like,
win, but
what
they're
about
also
Baker?
not like, uh-oh.
What about Baker?
I don't hate anything. I very much dislike him as a quarterback. I don't think he's shit. You look at that last game when they played the Bengals. Everyone was like getting on his dick because he had 5 touchdowns. They barely won that game. Joe Burrow was fantastic. He had so much less than what Baker had. Baker has a 10 times better offensive line. Baker has way better wide receivers. Baker had a better running game. Joe Mixon has not played well, and he's been injured. Like, and
Yeah, he
the
was
fact
hurt.
that Joe
Joe
Burrow
was-
found a way to get that lead with 30 seconds left when Baker threw that touchdown.
Yeah.
Everybody kept trying to make the story about how good Baker Mayfield was. I feel like Joe Burrow was the story of that game. And now this week, look at him. He got smoked by, well, not smoked, but got lost to the Raiders. And then Joe Burrow went out and beat one of the best teams in the league. Like, I feel like Joe Burrow's ascending and Baker is still, I don't feel like he's every time he does a good game, right? He has a good game.
What about
last
the
week.
argument about amount of tape? Where's that argument come in time? Because you have no tape on Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah.
And he's doing really good. Wait until they get some tape on him, right? He's a rookie. Every rookie did good. Derek Carr did really good rookie year. Baker Mayfield had a amazing rookie year. So wait till they have tape. I think we need to look ourselves in the mirror and give some tape. I'm not trying to defend Baker
No, I like
at
it.
all.
I like the convo. I like
I'm
the
not
convo.
looking to like.
It's
I'm
not a bad argument.
Hold
I'm
on.
not- hold on. Let me tell you. You
Yeah,
asked
go
me
ahead,
about
go ahead,
Baker.
go ahead. Yeah.
Baker
I want to.
had 127 fucking yards on 32 pass attempts. That's fucking unreal for an NFL quarterback, especially a number one or like a first round draft pick.
And
That
homeboy
is-
on the Raiders didn't do very good either as far as
and
yards
getting
go.
6 points. Getting 6 points. I don't care who you're playing, especially Raiders defense, who's good. But tell me, name someone on the Raiders defense
No,
right now.
I'm not going to say they're good. I
But,
don't
like,
know
that's-
that they're
I
good.
I can't think of one guy.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Don't they have
bro.
a
Max
DN?
Crosby. Max Crosby and Cleveland.
Who's their
Farrell.
safety that was?
Oh, Jonathan Abram.
there you go.
There you go.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you for proving my point with that. So, like, Baker doesn't get a pass by me at all. He looked like ass, and it's unacceptable. I'm alone in this room. I hope he does good. I am not a hater. I am hoping he does better. I like him. He looks
Yeah.
like he panics a little bit too much, and for my liking, too much. But I still think he's a very serviceable quarterback. I would take him right. You guys are gonna slap me for this. I'd take him over Sam Darnold right now. I don't like Sam Darnold like you as much as you guys.
That's.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
mean,
a
that's
big
not
Sam
even
guy.
like you.
You guys make it out to be. You guys suck down Sam Darnold's dick as much as
No, I think that he's got an unfair showing, but what I will say about Baker, and I'm not going to defend Sam over him by no means, because like I just think it's you can't tell, you know. What I'll say about Baker is he is really, really, really bad at reading, going through a progression. Like when you watch him, like I think he was really stagnant and was like, okay, I'm watching Odell all day long. I think that he has a really bad arm. Just he's putting his whole body into a throw, and these DBs are just like, bro, like I know you're throwing it to that guy because you're just putting your whole body there and just
He
staring
puts
his
his
ass.
whole body into
Like
every throw.
he doesn't even go through progressions, bro. Like if you watch him, like he doesn't go left, this guy, that guy. I've never seen him do that. Like
I'm sure he does. I don't know how many Baker Mayfield games you have. I'm sure he does. He's just making bad reads. Okay.
yeah,
Well, I
you're
mean,
right.
no, here's
He's
the thing.
obviously more intelligent than us.
More
100%.
going off what Daniel said, you're right. I mean, obviously he's done a progression in his life.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
when you're watching like quarterbacks play that are worth the shit, you like, even not the elite guys, like I don't know, who's in the upper echelon, who's not elite. Tannehill, like he's a good quarterback. He's not like Patrick Mahomes, but you can watch his head go through the progressions, right? You can see Kyler Murray even go through the progressions. You see the helmet. I've watched Browns games too. I understand where Daniel's coming from. Obviously, he can read a field, but not to the level of elite guys. And what I'm saying more about is like, yes, he has the game tape on Joe Burrow, or we don't have the game tape on Joe Burrow. But he's also a very more traditional quarterback, right? And he's been able to be successful. Whereas Lamar Jackson, we're using that kind of game tape thing. He's very unconventional. You're only going to face one Lamar Jackson a year, right? But when you're going to face an elite guy who can stand in the pocket and can chuck the ball over the field, you're going to face that week in and week out. That's where I think those two comparisons differ a little bit.
It's a good argument.
But I don't wish bad.
Me neither,
luck
by the
upon
way.
Baker.
I don't
hate him as
I
a guy.
disagree.
I
I
just
don't
think
believe
he's.
Daniel when you
I
say
just
that.
think he's
No,
a really.
I don't.
I just think he's a really bad quarterback. I don't have any ill will against him. I think he was funny at Oklahoma. I liked him. I
Me too.
rooted for him. I love that Brett Favre picture. I just think he's really bad at football.
All right, let's go with the
totally
next one. Let's go with the next one. Chargers Broncos.
Can we skip this one?
Yeah,
No,
I know.
I fucking can't wait to talk about this one. The Chargers blow another fat lead.
21
against-
points this time.
Another fat one, dude. Like, come on.
Three
Like,
games
I don't.
of-
I mean, like, yeah, you guys are praising Herbert. Can you fucking hold a lead, dog? I mean, that's on your coaches. You guys were sucking Anthony Lynn's dick for a long time. I don't think he's a great coach at all. I said that in the beginning of the season. And you're going to tell me differently? He has mismanaged this team as much as they've had their injuries. To lose 4 games by 17 points, that is fucking unacceptable, and that is on your coaching. I don't want to hear it. That is on your coaching. Anthony Lynn should be on the hot seat, and he should be fired. He should be.
Why are you taking the reins on Chargers games? Will you go on Titans games? We should start.
I just wanted to feel that way because I felt attacked with the Baker.
I will agree
That's
with
fair.
you.
That's where I'm at.
No, okay, real quick though. I like Baker too. I think he's fiery. I love his attitude and his demeanor. I'm just saying what I've seen.
moved on, Dan.
Get off of Baker,
as far
dog.
as the
Fuck.
yeah, but I know, but you're thinking I take it personally. But Chargers game, I think Anthony Lynn, bro, has been pretty bad. You know, I would agree with you. I think. Listen, this is a stat right now. We've blown now 3 17-point leads, and everybody else, the rest of the NFL is like 52-3, and we are 0-3, which is really
With
a
a
bad sign.
17-point lead.
With a 17-point lead. So that's a really bad sample size for the Chargers. But hey, can't expect anything different with them, unfortunately, and I hate that. But yeah, I think Anthony Lynn absolutely is on the hot seat. Herbert's still done well, bro. He had a great game. You know, we're continuously putting the wrong guys in on defense. We traded away Desmond King to the Titans. Denzel Perryman hasn't gotten as much of looks as he should. And he's clearly, I think he, aside from Kenneth Murray, he's our best linebacker, bro. So it's really weird. Don't know what Gus Bradley's doing. It's a shit show over there, bro. I don't have a good excuse for the Chargers. So,
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, we had this long conversation about Anthony Lynn, and I was talking about it with you and Daniel, especially how much I supported him. I liked him as a man. I liked the way that he ran the team. We've had like a lot of success his first 2 years, 9-7, 12-4, and last year we sucked ass at like 5-11. We were bad, but I was like, okay, yeah, I'll blame it on injuries. I'll blame it on Phil sucking. I had all these excuses.
Ran out
7 games. What are we? 2-5? 7 games so far this year. The Chargers don't fire guys in seasons, but they need to can his ass now. I've been over it for weeks. I've been over it
for weeks.
I don't like the way he handled the Desmond King situation. I don't like the way he handled the Denzel Perryman situation. I don't like the way this team, the Tyrod Taylor with him and Herbert, their thing. Like, how are you watching Justin Herbert play like this in practice for all of training camp and for all of like all the reps,
and
you're
say
gonna
I'm still gonna run with Tyrod?
Dude, Herbert looks like an elite level quarterback. He looks like a top tier kind of guy so far. Like, obviously this is projecting and things can change, but as of right now, he looks like that kind of player. And so for Anthony Lynn to be sitting there and this coaching staff watching this happen, like all through training camp, and then you're going to run out Tyrod and not this dude, and even after 3 games and then finally deciding that we're going to start him over Tyrod, what the hell are you watching? Like, this is the like, I have no idea. We have the stupid first-year coordinator that I didn't even like when he took over for Ken Whisenhunt when we fired him last year. Gus Bradley refuses to blitz one dude. It doesn't matter if Melvin Ingram was hurt. It doesn't matter if Joey Bosa was hurt. They will not blitz. The secondary is in shambles. There's constantly bad pursuit angles. The timeouts are mismanaged. The leads are conservative and just ridiculous. They have no balls.
Yeah, but that's always been a thing for the Chargers.
Why?
Forever.
Is that a culture thing? Because it's no longer Schottenheimer.
No, here's the
thing.
thing.
It's culture.
Let me explain to you how the Chargers
But
operate.
also,
Dean Spanos does not hire big-time guys. Dean Spanos hires dudes that he can pay the least amount of money to. First-time head coach Mike McCoy. First-time head coach Anthony Lynn. Marty Schottenheimer had a really bad reputation when he took the head coaching job for the Chargers and being like a bad game manager and all that stuff, so they got him on the cheap. So what he does is hire shitty coaches. And what do shitty coaches do? Worry about their job. And what do coaches who worry about their job do? Get conservative.
facts.
And you know what the Chargers did? They have a coach who's not good, not elite, who's worried about his job and worried about his reputation. So what he does is he plays safe. He doesn't go any kind of like assertiveness later on in the game. This defense is soft. They miss tackles and their pursuit angles are bad. This team has been horribly mismanaged.
And you know what I also think, just to add on this, I know
I went on a little bit of a rant. I'm good.
That was fucking amazing, Travis. I think you hit it on the head.
I'm not happy about it though. It's like my
he's like
like
what I wanted to mention that you already mentioned.
Thanks for loving me bashing on my team.
The Perryman thought of not getting playing time, the Desmond King not playing time. I think that's also on Anthony Lynn because like these are two of your top guys.
Dudes. Yeah.
And
they're two
also
of our most talented
big
players.
part of your culture on defense and everything like that. And I don't know if you're trying to make an example out of them, but those are the wrong guys to set a tone to your team, and it is shown. And like losing these big leads, I'm not surprised about it. It's super Charger-esque to have these things, and it's unfortunate, honestly, for all our Charger fans that are listening. It's a culture change. I, as a Titans fan, know this feeling because we've been 9-7 for 4 years straight. Before that, very mediocre. I felt this was the year to get that culture change. We're 5-2. We've lost 2 in a row. That 9-7 is still creeping up my neck, and I fucking hate it. But it's huge, bro. And I think Anthony Lynn was never the right coach. I thought they went cheap by going in the first round. And I think Travis said every word. I agreed with every word with you saying. And it has nothing to do with bashing on the Chargers. This is literally just being perfectly honest, and that came from a Chargers.
And there's
fan.
two really big two really big plays that I wanted to just really focus on. With 4 minutes left, the Chargers had a 7-point lead, I think it was. It might have been 10, whatever. With 4 minutes left, the Chargers were out there trying to milk the clock.
Yeah.
Under 4 minutes, 2 straight plays. Justin Herbert ran it for 12 yards and then popped right out of bounds, stopped the clock. That's 40 seconds. The very next play, Justin Jackson ran the ball out to the left, got like 15 yards, hopped out of bounds. 80 seconds. We lost in the final second of the game. And you know what that is? 2 people who had no situational awareness. If you are not prepared and if you are not disciplined, that is the head coach's fault.
That's definitely is. And I don't know, just to go off on that, like I was watching on Twitter, Anthony Lynn was responding to, just questions from the press today, and like he was very like, we are just not executing. Like, we got the right, like, just all team, not me. And it was really frustrating. And like, yeah, I haven't liked anything he said ever since he talked about, Herbert, like Tyrod's going to get the job back, and Herbert, he made rookie mistakes in week 2. Like, bro, what? He just went ahead and balled out on the Chiefs 5 minutes before, knowing like, since then, I've just been like, man, I don't know about this dude. So I would like us to get Jack Del Rio on a side note. I think that'd be dope. You wouldn't?
Dabo Sweeney boys.
Ooh, Dabo. He's
Dabo
not
or-
coming out of Clemson.
Yeah,
bro.
I think there's rumblings. I'm hearing it.
All right, let's finish these games up.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
spent
hurry it
way
up.
too long.
Gosh, darn it.
Way too long. We fucked up. All right,
Saints, Bears.
winning OT. Still don't like either team.
Agreed.
They're very. I mean, they're good teams. They're up in there, but like
They're not
I'm
really
not
competing.
scared of either of them.
Real quick, do they get Trubisky back in there, or do they ride it out with Nick?
Oh, no, they're riding that with Nick.
I think they're gonna ride Nick out.
Just saying, they're undefeated with Trubisky. So there's that.
All right, 49ers, Seahawks. Seahawks 37. This team is unreal. Russ looks like the MVP that we expect him to. Metcalf is a top receiver.
Gosh,
He's
big
going to be.
time.
We're going to be talking about him forever.
Yeah.
What were you guys' thoughts on this? A lot of injuries as well.
Travis, you want to walk back any receipts on DK or no? Come on.
I think it's still Russell.
Oh, what about that little? What
DK
about that slant pass? That he had?
No.
That was a dope
DK
play.
Metcalf is obviously one of the top receivers right now.
Right
He has
now
all the
going.
intangibles. Yeah,
He's dope.
His route running has done nothing but got better. His hands are great. His speed and athleticism. Dude's a monster.
Dude, I had no idea he was that fast.
Oh, you didn't know? That was half
Oh,
the thing.
yeah, that
He's
was half
big.
the thing. Yeah, he
No,
ran his 40 time was
but-
amazing.
that fast, like where he's catching a little 5'9" safety last week, and
Buddha.
the Cardinals dude,
Buddha.
that was legit.
That's not just any safety. That's the top paid safety in the league.
He is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
remember
Buda
he,
Baker's the
remember
top
he
guy
got
right
paid right before the offseason.
I didn't know he's the top, but that's legit.
He just got
Good for him.
hawked.
Yeah, that was
by
that was
a
impressive.
Seahawk.
But
That was
yeah.
also his first interception he's ever, or second interception ever.
That's
in
not
NFL.
impressive.
All right,
Plus, he couldn't bring
That
What's the
is
next?
done.
Is
That
that
was-
all the games?
that was it. That was the carousel.
What about the
last
the-
one?
oh,
Was
Tampa
the
Bay.
Bucks game? They won 25-23 against the Giants. The Giants are now 1-7.
Ugh.
Daniel Jones had 3 turnovers. He has the most turnovers since, or even more than Jameis Winston. This guy is.
Is he
not
gone
good.
next year?
I hope so, bro.
Yeah, Jesus.
Do they draft someone?
Justin-
I don't know.
horrible.
Justin
Fields.
Fields.
You mentioned that, but it was bad. I mean, even Tom looked bad. He had 6 points at halftime. So I don't know, dude. This NFL's been weird this season.
Yeah, it has. That's I don't know. I got nothing to say about that one either.
Hey,
Trev?
Tom, terrific. Out here looking good. Looking like the reason. Looks like the system that Bill Belichick run was the quarterback.
There it is. All right,
Shots
Travis, you want to hit your little top 10 power?
we gotta
rankings?
go a little.
Nah.
Oh.
Going trade deadline. Got to follow the list here. The rundown.
Oh, the trade
Hey, Aaron,
deadline?
you want to get the computer? Oh, here we go. Got our slideshow.
Hold on.
Get that arrow.
Y'all, you YouTubers, make sure to subscribe.
Swipe again.
Swipe again.
Swipe right like you're on
There you
Tinder,
go. Now
baby.
press play.
Now press play.
And
Now
now
hit the
you're
next.
using the arrows.
Boom.
Trade
oh,
deadlines.
oh,
That was the next one.
shoot.
Nice.
All right, so moves at the trade deadline. There's been 3 big ones. The one obviously closest to us, all 3 of us actually,
Yeah.
is the Desmond King from the Chargers to the Titans. We talked about it a little bit before the podcast. Desmond King is an extremely talented corner. I think he just turned 26. He's going into his last year of his contract, but it's a huge pickup for the Titans, in my opinion, because they do have secondary needs, and he's an elite player. And I think it's fantastic.
And a
for
punt
6th-round
returner.
pick. And a punt returner. He's very versatile. He played safety for us. He's an incredible talent. Aaron, are you excited?
I'm very excited. I thought I was honestly going to be very mad if the Titans did nothing at the trade deadline. If they stood pat with the way our defense has been looking, I thought we were saying, fuck it, we're just going to go 9-7 again, honestly. And I hope we still do more, and we'll talk about that too. But with this particular trade, we gave up a 6th-round pick. He's in his contract year. He's dealt with some injuries. He got us a DNP last week. He's played, I think, only 64% of the defensive snaps I read of this season.
Yeah.
But that's a mistake on our end, not his by any means.
And even last year, he didn't have an interception last year, had a subpar season on his standards.
Yeah, it
though,
was a pretty- it was a
after
letdown.
having an all-pro 2018 season. So this was huge for the Titans. He's a nickel corner. We had Fulton who got injured, so he fits right back in. Hopefully we get Dory Jackson back off injury to shore up our corner situation. But no, I thought this was a great pick, not necessarily for the Chargers. Yeah, you got a 6th round, and you don't have to pay him. I think that was a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was.
I think he's going to make an immediate impact on the Titans. I think his culture change is exactly what he needed. He was complaining about lack of playing time, rightfully so. we've made mistakes, as we mentioned, Denzel Perriman, things like that. I'm just disappointed in the Chargers, and like just NFL teams really, really overvalue like a draft pick. It's like, I don't want to give up a second round pick for a proven guy. I think that's really weird and something that needs to change. Like the NBA does that all day long. Like, yeah, I'll give you a first rounder and my first rounder next year for a superstar. Like, why?
I agree with that. I agree with that. With the
Isn't
NFL,
that
you
weird?
get more picks. I would be way more willing. It's like if I see a guy right now, if the contracts, I think more of it's contracts, really, honestly.
Yeah.
The 6th round draft pick is going to be cheap, and
Yeah.
that's what they're maybe thinking of. Obviously, that's what I just mentioned. But you're right, because right now for Stephen Gilmore, that's on the trade
Stephon
block.
Gilmore.
I'd give up a fucking first rounder or even a second
know.
rounder for him right now. You want defense player of the year?
And
I'd do it right
people
fucking
think
now.
people think that's steep. It's like, bro, are you gonna get a bona fide freaking all pro in the first round anyways? Like people
this is
miss all day long in the first
This is
round.
a defensive player of the year corner who's 28 years old.
I would right.
Like,
so you would
and
agree.
what, a first round draft pick? Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like a first round pick. You know,
Like
first
they're
round,
all locks.
Exactly.
Anyway, they're never locks.
like the 3rd round draft pick in the NFL. Like seems like gold. You get a 3rd round pick for like an all pro player. You think you won.
It's
3rd
so
round picks
funny.
don't mean shit. And then we get to the draft day, and then by day 2, we're not even fucking watching.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, a 6th round
That's
pick.
so
I literally
valid.
I don't even like that is going to be nothing.
Yeah.
Like 1 out of every 56
and do
round
they
picks is
contribute
good.
immediately? No. If I'm trying to win now, which a lot of teams should be thinking with their records,
Yeah.
this is number one. In my opinion, this is the number one the Titans should get. I'm glad they went and got this.
Yeah, that was good.
Go fuck around and make another splash and go get him.
And that's what pissed me off so many different times. Like Leonard Fournette was available for the longest time.
Yeah, I don't
Chargers,
know.
give him a 7th round pick. Who
Dude,
cares?
if that 6th rounder, you would already got a 6th rounder.
Exactly.
Back.
Who
What
cares?
did the Bucks trade for then?
Nothing. They let Tilly go into free agency and he picked the Bucks. We could have had him for a 7th round pick that's going to turn into a guy that's on our roster for 2 weeks. Like, who cares?
All right, next one was what? Quan Alexander.
Kawan
and,
Alexander.
and he got traded actually for Kiko Alonso. Did you guys know
I
that?
did see it. Kiko Alonso.
That's
and
a big
7th
trade.
and a 5th rounder. Was it? I think
I think it was a 5th.
I think it was a 5th rounder.
Bro, oh, go ahead.
Just my thoughts on it too. Like the fact that they got Kiko back,
Yeah, that's
I
fire.
really like Kiko.
Me
He's
too.
a great. Even if they're gonna use him at backup role, which he's not, he's a starting linebacker in this league.
yeah.
I remember the reason that kind of resonates with me is I remember talking to Ricky Seal after he played for the Chiefs when he got on the practice squad, and I asked him, I was like, dude, I was like, how was
No,
it
the Bills, right?
on the Bills? And but I asked him, I was like, how was it? I mean, dog, you played in the NFL. I was like, how was it getting NFL carries and like, how was that feeling? And he says like, dude, this is from Ricky. He told me, he's like, dude, one of the times I got fucking rocked, and it was by Kiko. He's like, Kiko Alonso fucking rocked me, and it was like nothing he's ever felt before. And I was like, damn.
I always thought he was nice. He was on Miami. He had a bad
Yeah.
shake there. They traded him. He's a great linebacker, and like that's actually not a miserable. I know they're like, oh, we got rid of Quan.
I
but,
think
like,
that's
Kiko's-
a win-win. I think that's a win-win.
It is, and Fred Warner's obviously your clear like best linebacker on the Niners. He's legit. Mission Hill's product, by the way. We've talked about that. But like, yeah, that's still fine, bro. And you got a 5th rounder off that, so like, it's not a huge deal, really.
I thought it was win-win, rare win-win.
Yeah, true,
Not
facts.
too big a ways, but like you said, win-win. And then the next trade, which I think is a big one that's not talked about enough, Carlos Dunlap going to the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Seahawks are going to get back Jamal Adams. They just got back a little bit older, but still a good pass rusher, something they needed to supplement Jadeveon Clowney moving on this offseason. I think
That
that
was a big loss right now.
yeah, I guess. But I mean, at the same time, they needed pass rush. They're going to get Jamal Adams back. I feel like they still have Bobby Wagner. They needed that guy on the front level, a difference maker, and I think that's going to bode well for them. I mean,
That was
in the
good.
back half of the season, he could get like 3-4 sacks, make some impact plays. He's a guy that you want. And I
What was
like
the end
move.
of who? What they trade for him?
I think it was something not big because he's a little older. He's like 31, 32. So
Was
I'm
it
sure
for like a 6, 7?
it's like a
rounder,
6,
kinda
7th rounder. It's just like a
not
let him go
huge,
kind of guy.
Yeah. Tomorrow's the trade deadline. Am I wrong?
Tomorrow
Yeah.
at like 5 or something Tuesday.
now they should be another team that should be in the hunt for Gilmore too, because their DBs are really
Seahawks?
bad. Yeah, I mean,
Do
it
they
should
have?
be
They don't have two. They don't have their next 2 first-round picks.
okay. We'll try 2 second rounds. I mean, like God, like
You wanna give up
you know
that
what I
easy,
mean? Like
compadre.
the next 2, like I don't know, like
GM's
no
gonna be
draft
mad as hell.
yeah.
So, speaking of guys that we want to see traded, who else other than Stephen Gilmore? Who else do you think? Who do you expect to be traded, or who do you want to be traded? Where do you want to see them? Just top of your head, a couple guys.
I know this is unrealistic and won't happen, but I'd like to see Sam Darnold get traded to the Colts, sit behind Phil the rest of the year, and take the reins. I think that would be best for both parties. Jets can go ahead and go 1-16, get that number 1 pick, and Sam Darnold can go kind of not be mentored, but kind of just be a part of a better culture and eventually take the reins behind such a good team. Because Phil, I mean, he has already got nothing left in the tank, damn near.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be a good move to get him used to the system now, get him in there, and you probably wouldn't have to give.
What
up
would you
more.
give up for him if you're the
You
Colts?
probably wouldn't have to give up more than a third or fourth.
Third, fourth is pretty steep.
It's steep, but like that's being optimistic and not quite understanding the value of a draft pick still.
Well, if
That's what I would
without Sam, like, you know, with
What are they gonna
Sam,
do,
there's
not
a
win a
chance
game?
that they win a game, but like without him, they're damn for sure not.
What's one? I don't want to talk too much, Sam. I didn't mean to cut you off. What's one trade that you want to see happen that we haven't talked about?
I didn't have anything in mind, but like just going off Sam, I would like to see him get traded to the Jags. Actually, you know, I think that'd be a nice trade for them. You know, they're not the worst team, so they're not going to get Trevor Lawrence, and maybe they grab him. Gardner Minshew's injured, right? I
Is he injured?
No,
They're-
he's not. He's back. He played.
They're starting to somebody else because he got hurt this week.
Oh, he got hurt this week.
Oh, did
This week, and they're playing some rando. He's like a 6th-round draft pick. Anyways, I think that'd be a nice trade for him. See if he can figure it out there.
One more
Other
guy,
than that- okay,
sorry, one
yeah.
more guy is AJ Green. I'd like to see AJ Green go somewhere like.
Why is that? Is there talks to that?
Well, I mean,
No,
he's on the last year of
he's
his
been on
contract.
it. He's been
on
talking
it.
about from the off season to now. He's been talking about it.
Like, why
So,
not have AJ Green go to the Seahawks?
You kind of stole mine.
That'd be
that it? You
You
disgusting.
kind of stole mine. There's two guys that I was thinking of right off the top of my head just to ask it was AJ Green. I hoped Green Bay
oh, that
fucked
would be
around.
God, that'd
I
be
didn't
so
even think of
nice.
that. That's a good one.
I thought Green Bay should fuck around
Oh.
and be like, yo, let me give you a 5th rounder, 6th rounder, and give me AJ Green to pair with Devontae Adams. Let me go get another fucking guy
That'd be dope.
Like that would be.
Would you not
fucking-
give like a 3rd-rounder for AJ?
I would do if I'm.
he's
Green
on a
Bay,
contract year and he's 31. You're not going to have to give
If
him more
I'm
than 6.
yes, exactly. If I'm Green
Why don't
Bay,
these
I
teams
go
do
do
that? It's
They
so
need to go do
annoying.
something. They need to do something. Another one is Dwayne Haskins. I want him to leave Washington. Where I kind of was thinking that I think he should go to the Colts as well.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like,
with-
it's a good spot to be.
Because I think Jacoby Brissett should go to the Jags.
To the Jags?
No, the Redskins or the Jags.
No,
Or
no, no.
the football team.
To the Jags, yes.
Oh, I
Okay.
mean, that wouldn't be bad. I don't think Jacoby's
That's-
going to be a guy.
I don't know. That's kind of where I had my ladder. That's kind of all I want to talk about with that. So
Yeah, 3 big trades that happened, couple good ones that they should really listen to our podcast and do.
yeah, dude, give her advice, dude. Go
Which
to the
brings
next
us into speaking of smart people. Travis is top 10. Actually, don't go back. They're all listed there. So I would rather tell you 10 through 1, and then we can go recap it. Is that fair?
What we can do is we just won't look. Just kidding. No, go ahead.
All right, cool. So we'll go through the 10, and
It's
then
right in
afterwards
front
we'll
of
look
me.
at the whole list and let me know what you guys think.
Oh man, I want to look at the list.
Don't worry,
I
guys.
like that,
Starting
the
next
visual.
week, we're going to have a cool little music behind my top 10.
Are you gonna go quick so I can just throw
Yes,
it
I'm
up?
going to go quick, dude.
All right,
Quickness is the
fine.
Number 10, I moved the Colts in there. Colts weren't in the top 10 the previous weeks. I know 10 seems a little low, but I mean, the whole NFL is pretty good right now. You disagree with 10? We'll talk
No,
about
we'll
it.
see you the other 9.
Colts are 5-2. Cardinals 5-2. Just beat the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. Kyler Murray's looking good. The team's looking good.
Coming off that nice bye.
Coming off that nice bye. I mean, I had them at 9 last week, 9 again this week. Coming at
Can't drop
number
'em.
8, the Bills. I know they might seem low, but like there's a lot of the
Not
NFL's very-
necessarily,
The
bro.
NFL's really
6 and
top heavy.
2.
They've thrown up 3 duds and they barely squeak by against the Patriots.
But I mean, they still got elite level defense, and Josh Allen's out here playing sports.
true.
So it brings us to number 10, 9, 8, 7.
There it is.
Baltimore Ravens.
What?
I know. I mean, I only had them at 5 last week, so dropping 2 spots off an L. I know they barely lost, but I don't feel like Pittsburgh played super great, and I just feel like the Ravens looked really bad.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at with them at number 7. Number 6, I got the Green Bay Packers. They did lose, but I mean, it's a divisional game. Same thing with the Steelers. But I also kind of had them in the same spot. I think that Aaron Rodgers is better than Lamar Jackson, which I think is fair, right? So we're going to go with that. And then at number 5, I got the Titans. They kind of had a bad loss, so I dropped them down about 2 spots. But I still think they're a complete team. And the addition of Desmond King. Like, they
Nice.
made the right moves, right? And then we got number 4, I got the Bucks. I'm a big believer in this team. I think they're very stacked. They're 5-2, 6-2 now. They have 2 great inside linebackers. They have great back end. They have good running game. They have elite wide receiver.
It just got Brown.
They just got like
Chris Godwin
Antonio
was
Brown.
hurt this week too, so like, you know, they're not even at full health really yet.
Not to mention the greatest football player who's ever walked the face of the planet is running the team. So I mean that's pretty solid.
And
then,
the GM.
And the GM. And number 3, I got the Seahawks. I mean, Russell Wilson's amazing. They got better with Dunlap. Jamal Adams is going to come back, and they just look unbelievable. 37 points against the Niners. I know they're not a full healthy Niners, but that's where we're at. Number 2, Chiefs. I kind of wanted to put them at number 1 just because I think they're freaking good. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
You spelled Chiefs wrong, Travis.
Chris wrote that.
Oh, sorry. Just kidding, Chris.
I copied and paste.
Yeah, so that was you. Nailed it. It was you, Travis. I knew it was Travis, bro.
Spell cheese wrong.
That's chef, sir, with an I at the end. It's
Sorry I didn't
CHI.
go to college, dude.
I know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, number 1 is the Steelers, undefeated, beat the Ravens, right? I think that this is a good-ass list.
I agree with you. Aaron, what are your thoughts? Who's not on that list? Who's too high? What? Like, where are we at? Let me get a look at the teams.
Like, the lowest team is a 2-loss team. Like, the top third of the NFL, everybody's got 2 losses or less.
There's not much that I would change from this. I mean, like, take on and off, if that's the, you know what I mean? There's not really many people that you're missing.
It's just the order, like, that's where it's
The
going to
order is where I'm kind of at maybe a disconnect. And it's not far off, though. Not far off at all.
Who's too high, who's too low?
I think the Bucks. I think the Titans are too high.
They should be lower.
I think the Titans should be lower. I think the Ravens should be 5, and I think the Titans should be 7.
So just those 2 swap out.
That would be a good swap, and I think
even the Ravens above the Packs, huh?
yes, I do think that.
But in a playoff game, you trust A-Rod or Lamar?
A-Rod.
So, but that's why I feel like the Packers got to be
Okay,
above them.
we're just doing week 8 right now, bro.
I know that's fair.
Hey,
but
where's
like,
the week 8,
It's
bro?
the power rankings, the
I'm
best
just
teams.
saying. I know. I'm just saying how
That's
I feel.
Travis's power rankings.
I know. I'm just letting you my opinion. Other than that, I do like the Cardinals. I do like the Colts. I think the Bills wouldn't be in my top 10, and I know that's bold with their 6-2 record. Maybe I would just move them down to 10. That's my only changes. I love this list. This is a great list. I think the changes would be, I think I would put the Cardinals at 8. I'd put the Bills at 9. No, excuse me. Bills at 10, Colts at 9, Cardinals at 8, and then I'd swap the Titans and Ravens. Only difference. That was a great list, though. I like it a lot.
I put the Chefs at number. No, I'm just playing.
Good
No,
one.
I like it too. And I think I would trade out. I put the Bills at 9, the Cardinals at 10, the Colts at 8. I still not a huge.
So
it's
the bottom-
same
The
thing.
bottom
really,
three.
The bottom three.
really
The bottom
small,
three, yeah.
really
Yeah.
small. Everything 1 through 7, I'm about that life, bro. I like it a lot. So that you nailed it, Trav. Like I just looked at all the teams. I'm like, damn, there's no one really I would plug and play in there. So this is a good list here.
Great
we'll
list.
see how it goes in week 9.
Thanks for the affirmations, guys.
Moving up, we got our picks for week 8.
Oh, shoot.
Or just kidding. I think it's week 9, I believe. Travis is going to get up on the old big board. So if you're watching us on YouTube, enjoy some visual effects of Travis being really short. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, first game we got. Oh, did we already cover what our
Aaron, you
records
wanna
were last
switch
week?
the slide real
Aaron,
quick.
switch that.
There we go.
There we go.
Boom. Did we cover what we did last week?
Let's do last week first. Let's do last week first in terms of our record. Surprisingly, Daniel took this week.
Not surprisingly, I did 2 in a row, guys. Come on. Did I or no?
I don't know. It's still surprising.
I
when
just
you
made
win.
that up.
Whenever you win anything, I'm surprised. I expect Travis. It's
go.
either I think it's me or Travis.
True.
I went 2-3. Travis went 2-3. Daniel 3-2.
Nailed it.
Ba-da-ba. But listen, I mean 3-2, not bad, Daniel. I mean, like I feel like we haven't kept all the records, but going off of like just logic, I think Travis is probably still winning.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, we're keeping the receipts starting now because I feel like that's not the case. But
What are you
fair
talking
enough.
No, dude, Travis.
I was undefeated the
You
first
were-
like 3 weeks.
No,
dude.
fucking
I had
Travis.
No,
one
remember
loss.
that one that he
dog,
missed?
No. Travis was fucking 11 or I think like 9-1.
No, the first 3 weeks.
You were 9-1.
I was 9-1 the first week, and then week 4 I was like 3-2.
Yes.
I did.
right.
I just did
He's
really
right,
good.
He's 13-3 at one point. I remember that shit.
Now we're keeping receipts. You guys are in trouble.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
write
Are.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, first game we got Saints at Bucks. Bucks are favored by 4.5 in Tampa Bay. Both coming off wins. Aaron, what do you got first?
I got the Bucks winning this. I mean, the Saints had some trouble against the Bears, but like Travis said, like the Bucks you're really on board with the Bucks, and 4.5. You know what I mean? I think they got. I mean, it's a divisional game. Divisional games are always going to be close, but it's at home. I got the Bucks.
Oh, I also have the Bucks. I think Michael Thomas is still injured. They're at home, like you said. They had a bad game against the Giants. It's almost like a loss because you just almost lost to the Giants, which is weird. So I picked them as well, and I think the Saints are fake.
I don't think the Saints are real either, but it's a divisional game, and 4.5 kind of seems like a lot to me.
It kinda
there's
does.
a lot of 4-point games this year. I think the Bucks are going to win, but I'm taking the Saints to lay the points.
Interesting. Interesting choice by Travis.
Interesting choice.
Travis always likes to be different.
You want me to go first then? Next one.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Ravens at Colts. Ravens are favored by 3. It's in Indianapolis. I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts.
Golly.
Because not only are the Ravens only favored by 3, it's in Indy, and I think the Colts are a better team. Outside of the quarterback, right?
Going with Ravens. Sorry. Going with Ravens. I don't think the Colts. I mean, that's a hard
one.
That's
It's a hard
That's
one.
definitely a hard pick. I think Lamar Jackson shits off somehow, and I'm just going off my balls.
Yeah, I know. It is really a gut call because, like, you think that, like, Lamar's like, I'm not going to lose another one in a row. But I just think that the Colts have the right defense to be able to stifle him and be like, we're not going to let you run the ball. So I think the Colts will get the W at home. But that's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
Next game, we're going with the Chicago Bears at the Tennessee Titans. Titans are favored by 6. I'm going to take this one again. I think the Titans are going to beat them by like 20. So I'm going with the Titans. I don't think they're going to lose. I don't think that they're going to lose a third game. I don't think it's going to be. I think they're going to smoke them. I'm very confident.
I'm going with the Titans as well. I don't think they lose 3 in a row. That would be fucking absurd. If they did, then you need to start fucking looking internally. But no, they don't lose against the Bears. The Bears are a good team. However, I was scared of all the past quarterbacks. I'm not scared of these quarterbacks. I think, our pass rush is atrocious. But I think we're going to run up and down on the Bears. I think the Titans win this one for sure. And it's by 6, which is a significant amount. I mean, they're projected to win by 6, but I think we do. I think we get timely turnovers, and I think we win this game by more than 6.
You guys both pick the Titans. I do. I have not once picked the Bears this year. I'm going to stick with that. Nick Foles has looked bad. They have an absolute offensive mess over there. They're not doing nothing about it. Titans are going to get this W, baby.
Next game, Raiders at Chargers. Dan, you want to start?
Aaron does. He seems excited to talk shit on my Yargers. Come on, Aaron. Gas me up, baby.
I'm going to go with the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers just because, dude, I truly do like Herbert, bro. I watching games with him, and reading his statistics, I am a firm believer in Herbert. I think the Chargers know that they have done and given up big leads. This is against the fucking Raiders. They rarely lose against Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders are feeling on their high horse, but I think the Chargers smack them, and I think they win by fucking like 14 or some shit, and then everyone's going to jump back on board the Chargers. Yeah, I know that. I know they normally give a lead, but
If it's inside 17, they're in good shape, right?
I just got the Chargers, bro. I don't like the Raiders, and I think the Chargers always play the Raiders good. So,
Daniel?
God, gotta pull
Put your
the old
headphones
Homer
on.
squad. Listen, it's a weird one, bro. The Chargers are real strange, and they lose to the teams they should win to, and they win to the teams they should lose to. So do the Raiders, bro. In a division game, what does that come up with? I don't really know, but I'm going to pick the Homer side. I also pick the Chargers, bro. I think we have a better quarterback on our end. And, I don't want to be different there, Aaron. I'm always going to go with my squad.
Well, I'm going to be different. Have been not as disappointed in this team in a long time. I think that this team was set to be very good this year. I think Anthony Lynn has ran this car into the ground. I don't like them right now. I think that the locker room's messed up. I think they're all in shambles, and I think they're going to lose. And I'm going with the Raiders.
God, that would be if they lose that game, then he should be fired.
They won't fire him in the middle of the season. They'll wait till the end of the year, but he should be gone. Last game of the week. We got the Packers at the San Francisco 49ers. It is a pick'em game, and I don't understand why. I am going with the Packers, especially with the Garoppolo stuff going on.
I'm
But
going to start this one.
did you say let me start this one?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
well,
no
you
worries,
can come in
boss.
second.
Copy.
The Packers do really bad on the West Coast.
So what?
I saw that.
Every time they go to San Francisco, they sucked ass. The one time they went to LA for the Chargers last year, lost by like 25. And they ended up being 13-3. So that might be why this is an even game, but I still think the 49ers are bad. So I'm going with the Packers.
I think that, like, if this is still even, like, by tonight, I'm absolutely going to bet on this a lot of money.
yeah, I might
think-
put money on it too. dude.
Because there's just no way the Packers aren't just going to smash them. I mean, Jimmy G's out, which actually isn't a bad thing for the Niners. I'd argue that Beathard, if he does start, is probably better than Jimmy G. And that's weird to say. But I like them at Iowa, but I think they're going to start their other QB, which I can't remember his name. Anyways, very injury-prone Niners team right here.
I think the biggest significant of the injuries is
Yes.
Kittle's hurt.
Yeah.
That
George
sucks.
Kittle's the best player on that team. It's
Yeah.
not Garoppolo. It's Kittle's the best player on that team.
On
And
offense,
he's out
for sure.
just period, like overall, and he's out for 8 weeks with a broken foot. So no, dude. If the Packers don't handle you, West Coast or not, Aaron Rodgers doesn't lose 2 in a row.
That too.
So no, I think that's an easy pick. If you have a significant amount of money, go put it on the Packers.
Bada boom.
Really though, huh? Facts. All right, next one we got it's Aaron's
That's the last
MVP
game.
race. Aaron's MVP race, and you got to do a little scrolly. Or are you gonna do that or not yet?
Scroll it, dude.
Aaron doesn't care about
There we
burying
go.
the lead.
I don't know. I have this list up. It's on the board right now. Easy. Mahomes is my number 1 right now. After that
Well,
5.
hold on. Let's preface it real quick. Apologies. So just halfway through the season, right? We're 8 games in. This is Aaron's current MVP race. You know, five guys. All right, Aaron. Sorry. Go ahead.
I have 5 guys. I also have 3 honorable mentions.
All right.
afterwards.
I love it.
So, number 1 is Mahomes. The team looks like Travis said. Yeah, the Steelers are 7-0, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to be in the Super Bowl. I mean, like they look like they're just having fun out there, and it like the Lakers, the team that's having fun is going to win it, in my opinion. And I think the Chiefs are the Lakers of the NFL. So Patrick Mahomes is LeBron James of the NFL. Let me read some stats for you with the Patty Mahomes. He has a 70% completion percentage. He has 2,300 yards, 21 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Yeah.
115 quarterback rating. This guy's unreal. I mean, like, everyone had him as the MVP in the preseason, and he's living up to it. He had, one bad week, and people tried to drop him out of it. Guess what? It's his to lose now.
I just think he's been so efficiently good, and they've just gotten they've been up by so much that he hasn't had to do a ton, but he's been extremely efficient.
Kind of
Like
LeBron
you said,
playing 25 minutes.
Exactly,
30
bro.
minutes.
And 1 pick and 21 touchdowns, that's gross. So, yes, okay.
Number 2, Russell Wilson. It was his to lose. Like, this guy, I saw a stat, is the most touchdowns through 8 weeks since, I believe,
Maybe
Tom.
Patty
No,
Mahomes.
it's Tom Brady in 2008.
Okay.
So that's huge. That's when he had
50.
No, that's
when
when
that's when he dropped 50. Though,
Randy Moss, you're going to say.
when he had
right?
Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson has a 71.5 completion percentage. He has 2,100 yards and 21, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
3 the last game against Arizona.
2
3 or
were in the
2?
red zone.
3.
3, and he had 2 in the red zone.
One was a pick 6.
Excuse me.
No, DK caught him.
Oh, yeah, facts. Sorry, damn near.
But even with those 6 picks, his quarterback rating is 120.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Russell's amazing.
It's pretty wild. Russell's that good. Just going quick. Number 3. I flipped these last second, Chris. So this is my fault. So this is just on me. Chris did everything that I gave him. I flipped this just on my last one. I have Aaron Rodgers number 3.
This is based off new information from the Bucks game from right now, probably.
A little bit.
'Cause he was
yes.
marginal?
But I
Got it.
actually changed it before I knew the end stats.
Got it,
so
got it.
kind of. I have Aaron Rodgers number 3. Really, he has 1,948 yards, 1,948, 20 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. So 20-2. Fuck me. 113 quarterback rating. And, his team is still the top team in the AFC. If you're the top team in your division, I think very highly. You know what I mean? I do dictate that my thoughts on this MVP race. Tom Brady is no different. Tom Brady is number 4, 66% completion percentage as well, 1,900 yards as well, 18 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, 102 quarterback rating. That was before tonight. He had another touchdown. Tom Brady has looked amazing. It's clearly not Belichick. It was clearly Tom Brady, not Belichick.
Yeah.
That
So
was
far, yeah.
really running that show. And it's comical to me that
Mm-hmm.
it was even an argument, because I always say the player is way more significant than the coach. I don't care who you are. It's always going to be the player for me.
Especially quarterback position, right?
Especially with any sports, in my opinion, dog. Like, yeah, good coach is very important, especially in the NFL. But if you have a superstar player like Aaron Rodgers, McCarthy went to Dallas, and that motherfucker is literally rode Aaron Rodgers' dick to fucking having a job for 10 years.
Yeah,
You know what
that's.
I
I
mean?
mean, that's the way it
Facts.
is. Like, right, the coach is the chef, right, in the kitchen. But you can't cook a filet mignon if you don't have the filet mignon, and that's what Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is the filet mignon. The chef can only cook so good of a meal. You need that piece.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's quarterback number 1 and coaches out of any position. I think he's the second, more so in football than definitely basketball, because like LeBron's gonna go get his anywhere. Like, doesn't matter who the coach is, but like Would you agree with that? Like, is it
I mean,
QB
LeBron's
and then
a little bit different just because LeBron's LeBron, but I get what you're saying.
what I'm saying is like I think that a coach does hold the highest value in the NFL more so than NBA.
Like out
But
of
I
all
hear
the
you.
sports.
But
Yeah,
what I'm
absolutely.
saying
I
is
said that. I said
yes.
that. I mentioned that. So I mean,
And I agree with
with you. Number 2, maybe it's a good argument in terms of importance of your team of quarterback 1 with head coach 2. I agree with
quarterback's
that.
definitely number one.
I think number 2 for me would be culture, and you can attest that
Two.
to coach.
Yeah, that's what I
but
would say.
sometimes not. Right?
It's got
Sometimes
could
not.
be your veteran, savvy vets, all that. Yeah, facts.
It's like football's such like a corporate type of sport.
It's
right?
weird.
like top to bottom, the structure and all that stuff. But yeah,
I'm gonna finish off number 5, Derrick Henry. I know a lot of people don't have him in the top 5. Listen to this guy's stats, dude. This guy has 775 yards right now. He's on pace to have 1,700 still. He has 864 total yards. He's averaging 5 yards a carry, and he has 8 touchdowns. Like, he's literally averaging 100 yards and a touchdown. Like, what the fuck do you want from me? That's 1,600 yards at 16 touchdowns, and he's almost going to get 2,000 all-purpose yards. Like, what do you tell me? Like, this guy is absolutely should be in the race. If he's lower on people's lists, I completely understand just because the importance of running back position, and I'm not, but this is absolutely has some bias. Fuck me.
Well, who would you throw there instead?
These are my honorable mentions. Thank you for asking.
Oh yeah, there you go. Boom, set you up.
The ones that I had behind him. First of all, what was your thoughts on Derrick Henry? Would you have him top 5?
yeah. I
Honestly.
mean, I don't see why not. I mean, he's the best running back in the league right now, and he's the most important player on a top team. Like they're a top 5 team. Like
My thoughts exactly.
so, yeah, I'm all aboard. I love the list. I think it's very accurate.
I think it's very accurate too, and I like that better than you having Tanny last week. I think that was the dude that you should have had, and I understand where you're coming from, but D. Henry is just a bell cow, bro, and like he's just good for 100 and a tutty every game. Like that's just
And when have you
always
been able to
gonna
say that? Like, that's great.
that's
Especially
insane.
in
Like
this
that's
era,
in
like,
this
you don't get
era
that
when
at
it's
running
air raid throwing the ball. Like what? That's
don't-
gross.
Like leading rusher doesn't get 1,800 yards. You know, like you don't have
No way.
like a big race for the leading rusher. Usually one guy pulls away. It's just a weird era of football with the running game and the running back by committee. So to have a bell cow to literally carry your team and a guy you know is not going to be worn down at the end of the year, he's going to be wearing others down. So
Yeah,
I think that's a
seriously,
perfectly
he
fine
does
pick.
that.
I
Yeah,
think
really good.
A-Rod over Tom is fine. I think they're both very interchangeable. And I love the top 2.
Yeah.
So I have no
You guys are going to like the honorable mentions, I think, too.
I want Aaron Donald to be on your honorable mentions. Is he?
Big Ben is the next one I
I knew
have
he
on
was.
my honorable mentions. 7-0, dude. 7-0 quarterback. Are you shitting me? He's 68% completion percentage, 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. 3 of those interceptions came against the Titans last week, and he still won that game. Before that, he had only 1 interception on the season. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he still won that game, and he was very efficient on third down. So even with those interceptions, one of them was like a Hail Mary at halftime, kind of like a interception kind
That
of shit.
doesn't mean anything.
But like he did have a fourth quarter red zone interception
That
against
does
Titans,
mean
so like
something.
that does mean something. That's why he's still honorable mention. 16 touchdowns. That defense has been a little bit more significant with the Steelers. That's why he's not higher on the list.
Yeah, I like to mention, but he's definitely not top 5. I like that.
I like it. Yeah, this is a great list.
He has
so
a
far.
100 quarterback rating still, so he's still above.
Still
you know,
keeping it 100.
Well
still-
above average.
Still well above average. So what were you going to say? I interrupted you slightly.
No, I'm sorry I interrupted you. I'm loving the list so far. Perfect. Yeah. I'm
Next
good.
one, Ryan Tannehill. He moved down on mine. I still have him up there, though. 67 completion percentage, 1,800 yards. That's comparable to Tom Brady still. 17 touchdowns to 3 interceptions.
That's a great stuff.
Is that not MVP numbers? That's kind of where I'm at. He has 110 quarterback rating. That's higher than Tom Brady's, and it's
Big Ben.
comparable to Aaron Rodgers. So Ryan Tannehill should be in the honorable mentions. Number 3 is Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is a shoe-in for me for Defense Player of the Year. Yeah, Myles Garrett is looking great. Yeah, TJ Watt. Nope, no one is touching his nuts. Aaron Donald is in my opinion, he's going to get into top 5 in the MVP race. He's so fucking good.
It's so weird to think about. Like he has just as much of an impact on the team as like a quarterback. Like what are the Rams? 5-3, 4-3. That team would be 2 wins if they didn't have Aaron Donald.
I totally agree, bro.
And
they
it's
really would.
we're talking about a defensive tackle that this guy is swinging the dowel of the game. You know what I mean? And that's unbelievable. That's Lawrence Taylor. That's Warren Snap when he won Defensive Player of the Year. Like the effectiveness that he has on the game, his value.
We
is-
might not never see this again.
We might
No,
not.
yeah, no.
I mean, like you said, though, Myles Garrett is out here like kind of matching him sack for sack. I think Myles Garrett has 10 and Aaron Donald has like 10.5. But the impact,
But the pressures and
Aaron Donald gets triple teamed and just
dude, he
oh my God.
always
You want me to read
he
out some
al-
stats for you guys?
yes.
Sure, yeah, give it to me. I'm excited.
He has 26 total tackles. That's the most among D tackles. He has 10 stops, defensive stops, solo stops, most among D tackles. He has 9 sacks, number 1 in NFL.
Yeah.
Miles Garrett has 8. He
gross.
has 2 forced fumbles, which is 3rd in the NFL. He is 1st in quarterback hits and
course.
quarterback pressures.
How many?
Hurries. Hurries, I did not see it. I just saw that he was 1st.
Okay, but
And
still,
this dude
that's
gets
gross.
more triple teams and double teams.
Yeah,
than
he is anybody. He gets double teamed. Running backs are matched like
And this
literally.
is a freaking 3 technique, dude. Like that doesn't happen.
If the quarter, like, and I'm dead at, like, I watch a lot of sports, bro, like a lot. And if the quarterback's not throwing a quick, like, bubble screen
Aaron
to the
Rodgers-
outdoor guy, he is at his throat immediately. It's insane, bro. He's so good.
I got another stat. It was weird from I saw from last game. He has the quickest, quickest time to the quarterback per sack,
That's fire.
and it's 3.9 seconds. That's the quickest in the NFL. 3.9 to the quarterback per sack. The quarterback holds the ball or has the pocket for an average of 3.6. So if you are not fucking getting that ball out when you are supposed to,
On the quicks.
Aaron Donald will
He's there.
literally be there.
Yeah.
If you aren't Aaron, that is unbelievable.
He throws
to me.
around 320 offensive linemen like they're kids.
And he is just a
Stupid.
specimen. That was my MVP, guys. That was,
I like it.
Thank you.
It just sucks because, like, there's never going to be a defensive MVP ever again. Like, Lawrence Taylor was the last one. Like, if this dude right here cannot be the guy, then it's, that's never going to happen
I
again.
thought JJ was going to do it when he had it, and
'Cause,
he
yeah,
had those,
JJ was
and he had
that,
those
yeah.
touchdowns that week. I thought he was like, we're going to give it to him, and they didn't still. So I was like, fuck, we're
And
never going to get one.
And
Yeah.
it's almost become exclusively a quarterback award. Like even running backs, like it's stupid. Like we used to LT won it, Sean Alexander, Adrian Peterson. Like running backs used to be a big part of it. Like no receivers ever won it, and now we're just here. It's like what quarterback's going to get it this year? Like that's no fun. Why can't Aaron Donald get it? Like why?
The significance, the impact that he has is just as good, like Daniel said. So,
If that team was undefeated, like, he'd probably be the number one, though.
and if he was in the race to have the most sacks, but the fact that you have to get to that statistical category to even be thought about is not fair, in my opinion. And I don't know, it is just unfair, but it is what it is.
All right. Last one's MLB talk. I feel like this is going to be Aaron's.
Aaron
You
second.
got 2 segments in a row, bro. You want to just let us sit back and relax and enjoy
I
it?
guess so, guys.
Copy.
So this was more just MLB, just not too much going on. I know the Padres just declined Marlins option, but the biggest thing, and I'm gonna scroll over to it right now. I'm gonna hit escape, but is the awards that were given out for this
Yes.
short season. So give me a second.
Copy.
Aaron is adjusting the computer. He is getting. Oh, we're still on football. Oh, there we are. All right. So what do we got first? The AL or NL MVP? Is that what we're going with? NL.
You got it. NL MVP. These are the 3 that we have. Mookie Betts, first one. I'm not surprised as anybody else. No, this guy was amazing all year. Kind of a slow start for the first couple games.
Yeesh.
And then he just took off, dude. This guy is unreal. He's going to be an MVP candidate for the next 6-10 years.
Yeah.
And he's on the
Dodgers.
most marketable team, the team that just won it all. Rightfully so. I'm a huge Mookie Betts fan. He's 5'9", 170, and he's the best player in baseball. What do you want from him?
He's got a good swagger, too, bro.
Oh, I love everything about Mookie, and the only thing I don't like is that he's on the Dodgers.
I'm okay with that.
There you go.
Fuck me. All right, next one, Freddie Freeman on the Braves. Shout out Garrett. Freddie Freeman had an unreal 60-game season in terms of batting averages. Let me scroll down a little bit so you guys can see some statistics.
Yeesh. Please. Freeman. All right, here we go.
341 MLB leading, 23 doubles, 53 RBI, 1,102 OPS. That is unreal.
That's disgusting.
In my opinion, it's Freddie's to lose. I think Freddie Freeman wins this. His glove is there. You know what I mean? It's not good as Machado's or Betts, sure. But, I mean, dude, 341,
That's stupid.
23 doubles in
Do you
60
think
games. Are you
11
shitting me?
Do you think the shorter season is going to take anything away from that high batting percentage?
No, it doesn't. Freddie Freeman did this last year.
That's right.
Freddie Freeman hit 320 last year.
Yep.
So, no, Freddie Freeman is offensive god, and I think he wins it. to be honest with you.
I agree.
Yeah,
But-
him and Acuna are a sick tandem down in Atlanta.
Dude, the Braves are fun to watch too, bro. They dropped 29 runs this season, dude. The Braves are going to be good and they're young. The next one is our boy.
Manny Machado.
Manny Machado had a resurgence
Hold on, he messed something up. There we go.
to his start to San Diego with 19. This is the comparison. Hit 256 last year, 334 on base, slugging 462. You see the significance. Yeah, it's a smaller sample size of 100 games, but shit, dude, this guy ended it with above 300, above 370, and 580 with his OPS was something like 1,062. This guy was unreal for us. He was the reason that we did good near the end of the season when the Tatis was falling off. This guy is. I love that he has it because, like, at first when we dropped 300 mil on him, we were kind of thinking like, oh shit, 256, dog. What are we doing? What are we paying for? And we saw his Gold Glove on full display. This guy is a Gold Glove year in and year out. He's he's on the hot corner, dude. He's playing one of the most important positions in baseball, and he's hitting 300 with like he's our culture. And I know on the Dodgers before, you would have thought that he's not a good mentor. Tell me a better shortstop third base tandem than Tatis and Machado.
Right
There's
now,
not in
going.
baseball. There's not, and it's not even close. By the way, it's not. And Machado deserves every bit of it, and I love it that he has.
Going off that, I just think like Machado always squares the ball up, you know, and like, yeah, his numbers weren't there last year, but like he still always hits the ball hard, you know what I mean? And that's just a thing that he's done. Yeah, you can't get always lucky and like it's going to fall in between gaps. He hit it right at some people sometimes. Like Machado's a great hitter, bro. He never gets cheated and he fucking hits the ball hard. And like that's what I love about him. So anyways, go ahead.
No, and his walks percentage was higher, so his on base went up more. I just watched Moneyball today. So
great
like,
film.
Dude, I love that. I've been watching it a lot.
it just
of
came
nights.
out on Netflix like a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. I watched it today, and I literally was getting excited. You know what I mean?
What are
When
your
they-
3 Netflix movies on rotation right now? Mine is A Knight's Tale because that's been on for the last month. Moneyball, and then if you ever seen it, it's called Sex Drive. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's a good film. Those are my 3 right now.
All right, first of all, guys,
Sorry to get weird with it.
Real Steel is on Netflix right
Yeah,
now.
that's a subpar.
That's
movie.
marginal
Talking
at
about
best,
Real
bro.
Steel is amazing.
Subpar.
I didn't love it. I
didn't love it.
I don't even
Sorry,
want to tell you
Trav.
my other ones. You guys don't deserve it.
Go ahead, give us our
No.
other 2. Okay,
I don't wanna
fine.
talk about it.
Aaron,
What
you
I
want
would-
to finish?
I
No.
kind of want to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, goddamn it, Dan. We talk. Okay, finish it. AL finalists. I'm a little bit less familiar with the AL just because my teams are in the NL. But Abreu, he killed it this year. LeMahieu was the batting title. I think he had an average of like 360, some unreal. And then Jose Ramirez. I think it's LeMahieu's just because he plays for the Yankees. He's going to get a little bit more votes. But he also, his glove, I don't know. The AL's a little bit hot. I don't know. Jose was also like on, like they were comparing him to Tatis, and then Abreu kind of took that little pass to Tatis. So if I had to guess, I think I'm gonna go with Abreu on this one. Don't really have too much to speak about it.
Very good.
Good,
I just want to
good.
say something real quick. I love baseball names. Like
Oh yeah,
Mookie Betts, DJ LeMahieu, Giancarlo Stanton, Freddie Freeman. These are Mike Trout. These are cool ass names.
Tatis Jr.
Yeah, Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr.,
Manny Machado.
Manny Machado. Like baseball has always
Jake Cronenworth.
like Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth. Like I
Oh,
just feel
yeah,
like the
that's a good
baseball
one.
names are so cool.
Dude,
Like, don't
that's
get
a
me
good
wrong.
point.
Like LeBron James is cool, Steph Curry, but like something about baseball names, they're always so like all over the place because there are a lot of Latin players in the league, and
Big
there's
Papi,
also
too.
yeah, the Big Poppy. Like there's just it's so like Aaron Judge. It's a cool ass name.
Dude, I
DJ
feel it.
LeMahieu. I love baseball. Corey Seager is
Jacob DeGrom.
Walker Bueller.
Dude, you're so right.
Like,
That's a
baseball
good
names are
one.
sick,
I like
dude.
that, dude. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, like Max Muncy.
God damn it. You can go on.
I know. I could just keep saying they're cool ass names. That's all I had to
no,
say.
No, all right. I'm gonna end it. There's a couple more I want to hit on. The Cy Young winners, finalists. This is the AL again. Shane Bieber. He led the MLB in strikeouts. He had an absolutely unreal season for Cleveland. I think his strikeouts to walks was like 12-1, dude. Something crazy. Medea on Minnesota, and then Ryu for Toronto. He's gonna be a free agent. Ryu's gonna get a lot of love in the free agency. I don't know if the Padres can afford him. I think the Dodgers actually.
Well, he came from the Dodgers.
I know, but
Didn't
I think
Kenta Maeda also come from the Dodgers?
did.
Both of them were Dodgers pitchers. They were both Cy Young finalists.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then,
Bad on the
and then in the NL, Yu Darvish was a Cy Young.
I was about here we
Dude.
are. There we are. Thank you, Travis.
Oh, we're doing that right now?
Yu Darvish was the other one for the White Sox, and then Trevor Bauer had a bounce back season from doing atrocious in 2019. He's a free agent. He is pictured because this guy is the most active MLB player on Twitter. I don't know
Trevor?
if you guys don't follow him on
He's
Twitter,
going to the Padres.
if you guys don't follow him on Twitter, follow him tonight. He is wonderful on Twitter. Dead ass. But yeah, he's literally like broadcasting. He says he's only going to sign 1-year deals, and he's going to literally just play it by ear, dude. Like he literally has said, "Ooh, I wonder how I'd look on the Dodgers. Ooh, I wonder how I'd be on the like this guy."
He's a mercenary.
He's playing it, bro, and I love his big personality. And he's 173, struck out 100 over 73. This guy had an unreal season, but I think it's still. I think they give it to Bauer. I don't think you. I think he had a better ERA than Yu Darvish. I know DeGrom had one bad game that he gave up like 6 in 3 innings, and it fucked his ERA for the rest of the season. DeGrom should win his 3. If it was a full season, it would have been DeGrom's. Honestly, if it was a full season, it would be DeGrom's. But because it's shorter, I think Bauer wins the Cy Young.
I also think it's really smart for him to go sign a 1-year deal, especially this year when there's a lack of fans in the stadium, so there's a lack of money overall, and these owners are not going to pay top dollar, so might as well sign a 1 year and then let the fans come back in, sign something big
Dude,
after.
and also he has no kids. He's single. This dude just wants to live his life.
Yeah,
Like,
dope.
go live in a different city every year.
and that's
go meet a
literally
bunch
what
of
he's
people.
doing.
You
That's
know, like
literally what he's doing.
that's
dude.
cool. I like that.
All right, quick with it, Aaron.
This one, all right, Rookie of the Year. Alex Baum, don't even know the name. Devin Williams, don't really know the name. Cronenworth.
Boom.
It was his to lose.
Padres.
It was his to lose, and I think it is still. He fell off a little bit near the end of the year, but he still hit 285. This guy, pulling up some of his stats, dude. This guy just had a great year, and he was just like he was a throw-in on a trade earlier in the season, and it just panned out wonderful. As we had two Rookie of the Year finalists in a row. I couldn't be more happier. So I think it's Cronenworth to lose. The last one is the AL. Less familiar again.
Yeah.
And we're scrolling. Yeah, I don't know any of those names.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't either. So we're
All
just
right,
gonna
cool.
end
Good
on
for
that.
them.
We'll pick Kyle Lewis
I
because he's
think-
got the most basic
I
name.
think Christian Javier.
Yeah, he seems
He's
legit.
probably gonna win it.
All right. Well, that was mine. The last one is Jason Tingler is also up for Manager of the Year.
Yep, that's
It's pretty sick.
for the
Oh,
Padres.
nice.
Yeah, yep. All right, cool. So hey,
We got Wagos?
we got Juegos.
You guys
dude.
want to play
Yeah.
my fun game
Hey, Aaron.
first, or
You want to switch over to the thing?
Oh yeah, we got to go
Thank
back to our slideshow.
you guys want to play your
No, dude,
stupid,
we'll-
corny game first?
No, yours. Done.
I think mine's fun to end on.
but mine's fun because it's making fun.
You're
of me.
right. Facts. Okay.
Swipe over again,
Hold on, we're still figuring out the screen.
Hold on. Let us swipe
Get that
over.
play.
and then just
Give
go
it a
right
swipe.
twice. There you go.
Hey, Juegos, we got the game.
Look at
controller.
that. Hey.
You guys remember the GameCube? Was
The GameCube was fire. I remember dying on the hill of I like GameCube over PlayStation. What were you guys on?
all day long.
When it was PlayStation?
I'd take GameCube over PlayStation at the PlayStation 1.
No, it was
Yeah.
PS2 because
Oh, it was PS2. Yeah.
PlayStation came out and then Xbox.
I still died on that hill. I
Yeah.
still died on that
Yeah.
hill.
No,
Give me
dude,
one.
Nintendo GameCube was the business.
I
Did
love
you-
that controller. I love that
Oh, yeah.
controller. That
It was
controller's one of
so
the best
comfortable, bro. The triggers and I don't know if you ever played Time Splitters. You guys
Yeah, I
play-
played Times.
that was a good ass game.
Time
I didn't
Splitters
play
2
Times.
was.
I think I
freaking
played.
great.
Yeah,
I
2.
played Double Dash. Mario
Double Dash, and
and,
that was
was
Super
good.
Smash Brothers Melee. All right, anyways, we're bearing the lead. Let's get on this.
All right, I'm going to start first because my game's the worser of the two, apparently. But I got our Uber Facts, trusted Uber Facts game. Y'all know the drill. This is the true or false, okay? Everybody's playing. Keep your own score. I don't have time to ask the questions and keep the score, okay? Chris, you're
I
in.
promise I'll be accurate with what I have.
So this is the true or false, and the Uber Facts are essentially proven facts. I don't know.
Oh,
if
so
they're
it's a true
proven.
or false if they're true or false each
Yeah,
fact?
you guys tell me what y'all think, true or false.
Got it.
Trav, we'll start with you on the first one, and we'll kind of make a rotation clockwise. First one. Jesus, I can't read my handwriting again. Okay, here we go. There are, nice grammar there, boss. There's an estimated 3,000 janitors nationwide with PhDs currently right now.
How many?
Since we're starting with me, I'm going to say false just because I think that number is inaccurate. I think it's either less or more. And
How
they're
many?
Trying to swoop us.
3,000.
That's false. There's way more.
Okay. What
Chris?
do you think, Chris?
I'll say true just to go against everybody.
You guys know me. It's 5,000
I knew
janitors
it.
with
Chris lost.
PhDs. Chris, you took the L on that one. That's okay. You just haven't played this game yet, so that's okay. Second one. So Travi and Aaron got 1. Chris is at 0, but he's going to catch up and probably take a dub. I know it. Second question. Michelle Obama and George Bush, the Jr., are forever seatmates, in quotes, who sit together at every official function and share candy.
No, it's my turn first.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
going
your-
false. That sounds pretty ridiculous, and I know you like ridiculous, but that's too ridiculous. I'm going false.
Chris, what do you got?
True.
I'm gonna go true because I don't think you can come up with that lie on your own.
It is true, bro. And like there was actually like 15 pictures of Michelle Obama and George Bush sitting together sharing candy
That's funny.
on UberFacts, which I thought was super funny and kind of cool at the same time.
I knew you couldn't come up with that.
Yeah,
on
that's
your
what-
own either.
Yeah, come on. I'm not that smart, guys.
You're not
Numero
creative at
tres.
all.
Third one. According to Nintendo, Wario is not Mario's evil twin. They were childhood friends until Wario became jealous of Mario's good looks and advanced plumbing skills. It's you, Chris, to start.
I'm gonna go. That is true.
I think it's true too because I heard something about this.
We'll go with false because I thought he was related to him somehow.
It is true. He apparently was his childhood friend, according to Nintendo. So,
3-0.
I fucking suck,
are you
man.
sure?
I haven't got one wrong.
Yeah.
it's three.
Travis
Dude,
is
I
three
got it
now.
right
God,
here.
dude.
Aaron, you got 1 and Travis got. Okay, so you're
And
giving score.
Chris got 2.
Dude,
Yeah.
like I'm.
Don't
you
worry,
can't give
last
me
one's
anything-
good.
You can't give me anything.
Last
Dude,
one's
you
gonna be
two
worth.
played together. That's why.
No, I didn't. I wasn't sure. All right, I'm just reading these things. Okay, fourth one. We've got a total of 6. True or false? Earth has undergone 2 mass extinctions and is currently experiencing the third one, according to a lot of scientists.
According to
said-
a lot of
it
guys.
said according to scientists, but I just don't.
You added a lot.
Yeah, that made it. That's made it more.
I just don't want to be
believable,
like definitively. Yeah. Anyways,
dude. All right. Well,
This
it's
is
my
you.
turn to start, and knowing that you already altered the question or statement, I'm going to go ahead and say it's false.
I'm going with what Travis is going with, so false.
Chris,
I'm gonna go true. He read something from somewhere.
I read it from UberFacts, and it was actually a different number. It says that according to scientists, that we have experienced 5 extinctions and are currently going through our 6th one.
Right?
And
I
it
know
said,
you so well, dude.
I know. I that's what I'm saying. I'm
you
going
guys
with
want to take this L, bro? I bet you won't get the next 2.
Okay, well, I'm 4-0, so let's see how this goes.
Next one, number
Aaron's
5.
first.
All right. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. The baby named Karen is predicted to go extinct in just a few years. True or false?
Aaron.
false. It's not gonna go extinct. Come on.
Chris,
Just to be different, true.
I'm going to say false.
It said true according to UberFacts, so I don't know. How can you really prove that one in reality? But I
Apparently
hear
you're
you.
Uber facts, though. Yeah,
That was my
dude, this
first
could be-
L.
I'm just going off UberFacts, but I hear you, Aaron. Like according to them,
According to a lot of scientists.
would you name your baby Karen? Okay, that is true, guys. All right, so last one, final one. This one is worth. What's the score?
I
Aaron?
have 4.
Yeah, Travis got 4.
Aaron,
Chris
you got-
got 3. I got 2.
Okay, so this one's worth a whopping 3-piece, right?
Okay.
God,
I got to go
I
last.
hate us, dude.
I got to go last, so we'll start with
Trav,
Chris.
no, why you gotta go last? You gotta go first because you're in
Oh,
first
no,
place.
you're right. You're right. I
Yeah.
got to go first.
Okay, the Pixar team came up with Wall-E, A Bug's Life, and Monsters Inc. in one lunch. True or false? Travis is the start.
I'm going to say true.
It is true. I saw that too.
True.
Well, that's fun, guys. It is true. Damn it. That's really cool, though. Imagine that lunch. Like, good for them.
No, it's neat. Like,
Imagine that
You know?
That was a good
They're
one.
like, you know what? A Bug's Life. And then Wall-E. That's crazy.
that's funny. I like it. I like it.
What's
Well,
funny
so
is how
I
they
took.
came out so staggered, though. Like, wow, I feel like they're super far spaced apart.
Well, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
how Pixar has like their next 3 movies already planned out. Like they're already what they're doing right now is a movie that's going to come out in 2024.
Wally was like a different like a Bug's Life was like
Yeah.
during like their early like animation.
Yeah, it was their second Pixar. It was Toy Story. Me and Olivia looked this up the other day. It was Toy Story first, then A Bug's Life, then Toy Story 2. Wally was not till like 2008.
That's like a 10-year difference at
Yeah.
least. I feel you,
I know
Chris.
you guys saw this. Like, whoever names Pixar gets like 500,000 per name, and he's like Toy Story, Cars, Bugs Life.
What a dick.
Like,
Up. Oh, what a guy.
Like,
I mean, they're
dude,
great names. Hey,
I mean, they're
classic and simple. I like it.
What it is like the simplicity for kids.
Yep. Up. Let's go see Wally.
Yeah, Cars. Like,
Cars.
Fuck me, dude.
This is an old saying from Gary Vee. Google could be called schmoogle, but it's just about the execution of what the product actually is. And I think that rings true in the Disney movies. You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyways, final game.
Final game. We have all of our favorite game.
I love
Not
it.
mine.
Is the best, the classic.
Daniel
the
coming off a
legendary.
victory.
Does Daniel know this guy's jersey number?
Chris, you got my back, fam? Come on, baby.
Oh man, well
Chris
I'm already
always
gonna let
got my
everybody
back.
know what I'm gonna do.
This is my favorite game.
This is the best game. Hold on, I gotta get these names up.
I'm about to
Whatever.
body you guys. I've been doing my homework. I've been doing push-ups.
Dude,
All
we know
right.
you haven't.
Like, Derrick Henry's number 2.
All
Is he
right.
2? 22. Right? Okay, sorry.
Okay, anyways.
Go ahead.
All right, guy number 1, Daniel. Remember, don't show us any emotion. You want us to get it wrong.
Yes, sir.
Okay, first.
I was good
name,
last time.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Aaron, do you think he knows his number?
Yes, I do.
Chris.
Damn, he's not giving no face actions. I'm gonna agree with Aaron. Yes.
And I am going to say no.
I have a mosquito bite on my ankle that itches, so I was itching it.
All right, cool. Kareem.
Okay. 33?
Ah,
Yeah! Aaron, come on.
shoot.
Give me some.
Hey, nobody's saying.
I feel like I knew it right away.
Everybody
too.
put
Come on, that's my number 2.
You know, when
I know.
Daniel won last time, I was a little suspicious that people were like slipping him hints.
Are you kidding?
You guys don't say anything.
Dude, I was looking down the whole time because I didn't want to show face.
Yeah, but he could say something. into his
No,
mic.
bro. Look at check
Hey,
the-
Chris,
we
I don't
got-
want you saying nothing into his mic.
Bro, this is on YouTube now.
Google
We
it.
got receipts, all right?
All right, whatever. All right, guy number 2, Terrell Owens. Do you think he knows T.O.'s number? He had the same number his whole career.
I know it.
I think I know it.
Yes, it was on
Shit, no,
2K
yes or no,
cover.
yes
it was
or
a
no.
2K cover. You better get it.
Chris,
If I think I know it, so yes.
and I'm going to say no.
God.
No way, dude.
Wait.
Hold on, you got it.
It's between 3 numbers.
No, pick
No,
one.
please,
Pick
dude.
one.
You're lying, dog. Please tell me you're lying.
Listen, can I say my 3 numbers and I'll tell you
No,
what I pick?
no,
pick
dude.
one.
Should I just pick my
Yeah.
one? So there's no suspense? I'm going to pick 0. Oh, God.
It's 81.
I knew it.
Oh.
I fucking
Was
knew
it 81 even in your 3?
No.
You know that nobody in the NFL wears number
God
0,
damn.
right?
I
I was
didn't
saying
know
that, dude. Yeah, I was like, you didn't know 0
Is that really not a thing?
You're not
That's
allowed
not
to wear
allowed.
number 0 in the NFL.
I meant,
I'm so
I meant
mad.
80-0. That's what I meant. Okay.
That's still
It's
wrong.
81.
No, I know I was wrong.
Terrell Owens.
God, that's so bad. Now that you say it, I know it's 81.
All right,
too.
here's
That's
a
so
fun
annoying.
one. Ready?
All right.
Beast mode, Marshawn Lynch. Chris, you want to start this one?
I'm gonna go.
I love how Chris knew
yeah.
Terrell Owens and Daniel didn't. Aaron, what do you got?
I don't know anymore, dude. Marshawn Lynch, dog. No.
No.
24, you're welcome.
Shit.
Quiet down, y'all suck. All right,
No,
2
you
for
suck.
3. Come on.
All right. Here we go. Guy number 4. This one you should for sure know.
He should know all of them.
Derek Fisher. Aaron, what do you got?
I know it. Fuck, I hate when I know it. 'Cause of course, dude. No.
You're keeping score, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. Chris, what do you got?
I got yeah.
And I got no.
2.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm 3 for 4, guys. Come on. Not bad. Me and Chris are winning.
No, you're 2 for 4, but
No, I'm 3 for 4.
No, he got Kareem, Marshawn, and now Derek.
those are so easy.
Number 1, if you're faded. Number 2, you're on the spot. It's pretty good. 3 for 4.
All right, cool. Second to last guy. We got 2 more.
Okay.
Scottie Pippen. Chris, you're going to start this one.
No.
I got to say no.
I want to give him a hint.
No, don't.
It's no, he doesn't.
I believe it's 33.
Oh,
It
my
is.
gosh.
Oh my God.
Somebody's whispering this into your ear, dude.
I'm just.
All of
Those
us.
are.
I've never seen Daniel perform this well.
You are on a roll.
I'm nailing
dude.
it. I'm about to be 2-0, 2 weeks
Dude,
in a row.
dude, I'm going to have to harden these up a little bit. I'm
Yes,
giving
you
you
should.
softballs.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, oh, what do I remember seeing? And,
This
Dude.
the
last one,
visual's coming at my brain.
the last one's worth 5.
All right.
Oh, great.
All right, this one might be a little bit harder for Daniel.
Of course, it's like fucking Joe Schmo off
No,
the
it's
street.
not. It's the guy you say all the time. It's Barry Sanders.
Okay.
Daniel, Aaron, what do you got?
I know every single one of these. And no, he does not know Barry Sanders. name.
Chris?
No.
God.
You know what, Dan?
All right.
I'm going to say yes. I think you're going to get it.
No,
This is my
he's
first
not.
yes ever.
No, it's,
Listen.
no, he's not.
Listen, I know it's between 3, I believe. Can I give you my 3?
All right, nobody
Sure,
react.
Daniel.
Nobody react.
Okay, don't react. It's between 21, 22, and 24, I believe. And I think that it's 21.
It's none of those.
Is it really not?
It's 20, dog.
Fuck! I wouldn't have got that.
The one time I showed a little bit of confidence in you, dude.
Hey, 4 out of 6, though?
I'm still gonna give Daniel the W.
I'm
on
proud
that.
of you.
That
Let's
was
go.
pretty impressive.
Thank you.
That's the best I've ever
I
seen.
love when you
do.
give 3 numbers and none of them are close.
So, man,
You thought Terrell
I'm
Owens
never
was number
giving-
We
0?
should have heard TOs. We should have let it with her TOs.
My,
Yeah,
my
what were the
TO
other
81
three?
wasn't
What were
in
the
there.
3?
It was like 0, 1, and I believe 80.
If you add all those up,
Yeah, nailed it. That's probably where I got it from. 0. That's perfect, bro.
God.
Shout out for 4 out of 6, though.
I'm very-
I mean, that's
I'm
not
I'm
horrible.
proud. Next time we do this game, I'm gonna up the ante.
If you up the ante, I'm going over, bro. Like, let's be honest. Keep them
Fine.
easy, okay?
I'll keep throwing you softballs.
All right, all right.
All right,
Well,
boys. I'm ready to wrap that up. That was a hell of a pod.
that was a fun one. Appreciate it. We'll catch y'all next week. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is called Sports and BS. Pretty standard. Follow us on the gram. Follow Chris at Copy and Ferdant Steel as well at gmail.com if you want to shoot him an email. Right, Chris? Shout out to that one.
Yeah.
And we'll catch y'all next week, huh?
All right. Adios.
All right, later, friends.
Lady.
That was a good